What's happening, everybody? Welcome to Elite Encounters and our complete playthrough of Bloodlord's Adventure Path for Pathfinder 2nd Edition. I'd like to give a special welcome back to the Elite. That's everybody out there that is watching our content, whether you're on Twitch or YouTube. If you're on Twitch right now and you're new to the channel, hit that follow button. If you're on YouTube, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Both of those are free to you, but they will give you notifications when we go live with role-playing content. Also, while you're there, be sure to check out links to our website where you can find further links to our socials like TikTok, Instagram, and Slam Bam, Thank You Ma'am, and whatever.
I am one-handed.
Let's put that, okay. And yes, poor Jenny, she's had a rough time. We had a rough go of it, but she is feeling better and she is fully braced.
Figure crossed the Southpaw dialect is still the same because I don't know, some people get suspicious about it.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna have to roll left-handed too?
I know.
Oh, you're so dumb.
Let me know if you want me to roll for you.
I'll roll for you.
Yeah. Oh, don't
roll left-handed, but then just roll backwards. That way it cancels each other.
Oh.
How does that work? So like, you gotta like roll out the other side of your hand.
I mean,
I rolled a 19. I mean, come on. Yeah.
I can technically, but
It's trending.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome to Elite Encounters and our complete playthrough of Paizo's Bloodlord's Adventure Path. We are live.
Yes.
And off the rails, 2 minutes into the show.
Yep.
But we're glad to have you check us out. While you're at that website and checking out our socials, you can also find links to our Patreon if you'd like to support us financially. Continue to bring you the high-quality role-playing game entertainment you're seeing before you right now. Okay, so that will bring me now to our skull bones. So here at Bloodlords, we use the skull bones as our token system for the hero points. Hero points in Pathfinder 2nd Edition are used by a player to re-roll a d20 roll that they don't like. They can make me roll a d20 roll that they don't like against them, or they can turn in all the skull bones that they've earned up to that point to avoid death. And that is the number one reason that we have turned in skull bones up to this point. As I pass these out, I'd like to remind the audience that you can participate in the show as well. Speaking of skull bones, for 4,000 channel points, as you're out there earning those channel points watching the show, cash those in for a +2 bonus to an upcoming roll for one of your favorite players, or a player who's in dire need of it. It could be somebody you don't like but needs a good roll, right? Or you can give us 500 bits to award an honorary skull bone to any one of the players. Sadly, you cannot award me a reroll, a bonus, or a skull bone. So, just in the interest of fairness. Because
if you wrote the rules, though, I think that would be different.
because he could flub the rules.
They don't need me to lay into them more than I already do.
Yeah, you don't seem to need any extra help.
You guys are seeing lots more characters at the table than the 5 you've seen so far.
Yeah,
Bloodlords just turns into a character farm.
Completely different adventure. So before we get rolling with tonight's fun, let's talk about Actually. So Actually is a segment that we do where we go over any rules that we may have got wrong at the table. We just need a quick clarification or something that we want to make sure we're doing right going forward. Maybe a question that came up at the table, we made a ruling on the fly and we went with it, but we went back and checked the rules after the fact, and now we're going to play it by the book, because that's how we roll here. So Actually this week, temporary hit points. This came up last time. Last time we played was what, 1927?
It was at least 40 years ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. We had a big snowstorm here, and we were out last week. So, man, I am really trying to get back in the groove. You think after 2 weeks it would be easy, but you know, I don't know. Anyway, temporary hit points. So they do not stack, right? I think we had this question like, you know, a barbarian can do what's the ability you have?
Renewed Vigor.
Renewed Vigor. You could do it basically
technically, I can do it 3 times around.
Yeah, it's just an action, and there's no limit. It doesn't have the flourish trait or any of those things that limit your ability to do it.
Right.
So does that mean you could just sit there for 6 rounds and just go and pump up your hit points? No. What it means is you can provide yourself with a burst of renewed vigor to use until the end of your rage, right? Or until whatever the set duration is for that source of temporary hit points. And temporary hit points do not stack, even from other sources. So if you do renewed vigor and then you get like something from a magic item, for example, those two things will not stack together. Anytime you get temporary hit points from any source, If you already have some going from something else, you have to make a choice. Do I take the new value for the new duration, or do I keep what I have going already?
Yep.
So renewed vigor, obviously, if you're getting smashed, it's probably a good idea to keep refreshing that, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
once
you'll keep
around, yeah.
boosting up, right? But if you have it going, boosting it up again, it's a set amount, right?
Yeah, it's not going to do anything for you.
Not going to do anything unless you are in combat. But that's why you play smart with it, right?
I try to.
So that's temporary hit points. I think that's pretty simple. And it's not something that we got wrong. We just wanted a quick clarification.
Yeah.
Because we know what we're doing here at Bloodlords.
Well, as we get new abilities, we learn new rules for new things.
Yes,
and get right
yes.
and wrong.
That's why I'm going to keep you guys at level 8 for the rest of the adventure.
Oh, okay.
So I don't have to learn anything else.
Wow, that's so kind.
I feel like the rest of the adventure is going to get increasingly hard.
Let's just keep it easy on us and not get new abilities. Or new spells, or...
Progress through
or
any
hit
books.
I'm good.
No, we'll keep telling the story. Just,
Bad guys keep scaling.
yeah. That's not how this game works. I would never do that. Speaking of bad guys,
Killed us.
and say what?
Speaking as many times as you've almost killed us,
It's
Yeah.
been close a few
us
times.
not
Yeah.
having a level would be.
I try my best, but you guys keep
kill us.
pulling through, and I guess that's the point of the game, right?
Right.
Is to keep pulling through. So how did you keep pulling through last time? Well, last time you guys were down in the tunnels below this cottage that you have come to dread with your entire core of your being, and for good reason. But something is different down here. You guys explored around and you found a cracked iron kind of cauldron where you found a letter, right? And that letter seemed to indicate that Tavia had contact with somebody at Thornhearth, somebody named the Benefactor, right? You continue to explore the tunnels after kind of going over that letter, and out of the darkness you were attacked by a Shadowforged Guardian. This is a construct that kind of flew forward out of the darkness and unleashed a breath weapon of shadow on the entire group, kind of slowing them down and putting some other conditions upon you, and then proceeded to pummel you.
Greatly.
Yes.
Mercilessly, especially Mert. And it had an ability where,
Yeah.
if it would hit you hard enough, it would then it would push you,
Yep.
and if it pushed you hard enough, it could push you back 10, 15
Yep.
feet, and then you've got to come running in. And I thought, man, it would be a lot of fun if this guy had a reactive strike on top of
No, it would
all
not have
this
been.
other
It
stuff.
would have been game over for Mert.
It would have
As
been
it was,
very
I
bad.
think I took like 200 plus damage that
Yeah,
one combat.
please.
Like,
It was a lot
ton.
of damage, and most of that actually came from Alara, your teammate.
I'm never living that one down.
No, it's going to be in every recap from now until the end of the adventure. Do you remember the time, many a year ago, when Alara cast Noise Blast on the team?
Well,
And,
And Mert rolled a 1.
usually you guys
So
pull through, but it turned out that both Mert and Amon critically failed their save and took 40 damage from that spell. It was a good use of the spell. The monster took a lot less than that. Eventually, Mert went down, but the team pulled together and kept him alive until they were able to defeat this Shadowforged Guardian, which kind of clattered into all these bits and pieces that were suspended in the shadow kind of matrix. And then they continued, well, after spending 10 minutes or so healing up,
Yeah.
maybe 20.
Maybe
No, it
an
was 10
hour.
minutes. It was not an hour because there was a debate at the table. Do
Yep.
we press
True,
on?
that's
Do
true.
we go? And you decided to go. So after 10 minutes, you pushed forward, did some more exploration, and this whole time, this strange arrhythmic heartbeat was echoing loudly through the tunnels, getting closer, closer as you moved deeper and deeper into the tunnels, until you came around a bend and saw a massive heart suspended from the ceiling and walls with this shadow substance tendrils, and it was beating with these 6 chambers, this weird kind of triple heartbeat. And then it proceeded to pick you up in vortexes of shadow and slam you to the ground until you decided that we can try to quell this by, uttering occult incantations or saying prayers. I think ultimately Amon finally silenced this thing with a prayer to the Pallid Princess. And at that disable check, this heart just kind of shriveled up into a husk, and kind of the remnants floated down to the cavern floor, where it just kind of laid there in this kind of leathery heap. Ophelia went to go check that out and realized that this thing whatever was left was actually a cloak. It kind of manifested into a cloak. She read aura on it and has determined that thing was a charlatan's cape, right? And that charlatan's cape sounds like it'll fit you quite nicely, Ophelia, because what does it do for us? Or for you, I should say?
It does, well, I didn't add it to my stuff, so.
Okay, so Ophelia will be adding that to her stuff. And it's basically a cloak that will let you kind of translocate really quickly from one place to another within sight.
Oh yeah, it helps me get the crap out of the way.
Yeah, which you desperately need.
You're right, I do.
So pre-master, this was called the Cape of the Mountebank. This is like a famous magic item that goes back to original D&D, and with a flip of the cape, you kind of, in a flash of light, translocate from one space to the next. This one has got a shadow theme to it, though. When you flip this cape and translocate, you leave behind a burst of shadow and smoke that leaves the place you left in a kind of an area of concealment, and where you appear is now in an area of concealment for that round. So it's a pretty cool little nifty get out of crap free card, which Ophelia has already stated she desperately needs. For various reasons, she has found herself in positions where tactically she may not belong.
Right.
Could get her into some tactical positions though too as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like if I want to be up on top of this balcony where I can cast my spells down.
Yeah, that is classic Jacob right there. Finding the silver lining. Patrick is the negative, and Jacob is the positive. We're the yin and yang of this Pathfinder table.
Once the cameras turn off, then
Yeah, they were both like, fuck. Anyway. No, that's not true. I'm still a negative son of a bitch, and Jacob is always a
Let's be
positive.
honest, I'm going to be using it to get away from things.
Most of the
to get
time,
into melee.
yes. Most of the time, that is true. Okay, so that's where we're going to pick up tonight. Is you are still deep in the tunnels below this cottage that you have grown to despise. The heartbeat has faded into nothingness. All that remains of this shadow heart is this cloak that Ophelia is now, I don't know. What are you doing with that cloak? And what are the rest of you doing? You tell me.
I think as this thing is kind of faded away and Ophelia's over there kind of picking around at this leathery cape, Lysander's just kind of like catching his breath. It's not very often that Lysander finds himself on the brink of almost dead.
True.
So it's kind of one of those moments where he's kind of like, okay, everything's here. And then I will quickly just kind of glance around and take like just kind of a mental note of everyone's like physical condition, seeing how bad everyone has kind of been abused the last 12 rounds or however long we fought that stupid heart.
It was a long time.
It was way more than I
like 7 or 8 rounds, but you figured it out.
Yeah, way more than I.
It felt like
wanted.
108 rounds, but you got it.
%, yes.
So I would have been on the floor on my back. I was trying to stab at it and I realized that wasn't working, so I just kind of said that prayer to Urgathoa and coiled it, and then it deflated, and I would have just kind of slowly gotten up, and I still have my Kopesh and shield out, and I'm just scouting around to see are there any other looking on the lookout for any other threats. Like, I don't like being down here, these tunnels. We've run into some pretty messed up stuff down here so far, so I'm on guard. As you see me looking around, I'm kind of limping and maybe holding my side a little bit from the wounds I got in the last couple fights.
Sure, yeah, everyone's pretty beat up. But as you are kind of in defense, right, defending kind of exploration activity, and maybe also, you're keeping an eye out, right? You're not seeing anything that's immediately threatening to the group. And then I hear some dice clickety-clacking around, so it sounds like there's some healing going on.
I'm going to, when he stands up and kind of comes, shield up, kind of in his defensive posture, it becomes rapidly apparent that we still don't know what else is down here. So as he kind of is walking to get a defensive position, I just kind of will fall in step behind him, and I'll lay my hand on his back, and I will cast Harm on him.
Okay.
At 3rd rank.
Nice. All right. Yeah, so we can kind of knock this out real quick. Can't really do this off air because you got to get moving to the next place, right? So, and we have limited slots left to kind of do this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this may rely on other checks. If you got medicine checks you need to do,
Yep.
or any other of those things.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
Let's get
certainly
those
going to take
knocked
some
out.
time to get myself straightened out. I might need 30, 40 minutes though. Is that enough? Is that too much time? Should we go upstairs? I mean, pretty much as soon as I come to and we're done with the heart, I'm gonna, get to the wall and just hang out and start getting myself straightened up.
Yeah. After about 10 minutes of Amon is keeping an eye out, kind
Yep.
of defending. You're kind of healing him as he's doing that. Mert is kind of bandaging himself up. Ophelia, anything that you're doing aside from, identifying this new cape?
Looking at Lysander. Ouch.
Okay. How about Alara? What's Alara doing over there?
I'm gonna cast Soothe on myself.
Okay. So take a moment to kind of do that. We'll say it sounds like Mert needs about 20, 30 minutes.
Yep.
During that time, Amon, you're not seeing anything that's approaching. You're not hearing anything. No one else is kind of noticing anything threatening. So you can kind of just knock this out real quick.
I would have lowered my guard a little bit and kind of knelt to treat some of my wounds on myself.
Okay.
Maybe focus. Take some time to meditate, reflect, regain a focus point.
Okay.
I'm good after 30.
So 30 minutes have gone by. What are you guys saying to each other? Are you just in dejected silence after this?
You'll get 52 back.
I
I'll
think-
use a 4th rank.
I think as I'm just hanging out and getting myself patched
Way
together,
plenty.
like that new silence down in these caverns, I would be listening very intently, because without that continuous noise of the, that strange heart beating, I'd imagine sound would travel quite a ways in these caverns.
Sure.
And I would hope to hear, anything that might come. So maybe trying to keep an eye out
Okay.
for any new noise, because obviously, destroying that heart, is that connected to things like you mentioned? Is it connected to the plant type creature? We didn't think so, but Mert doesn't know a lot about the shadow plane. So
Well, it's a haunt. So.
yeah, and I'd probably just be, as I'm patching myself, just listening intently. Between every footfall of you guys shuffling around, listening for anything that could be a threat, right?
Sure.
I think this basement has us spooked enough that we're not really talking. We're more of on guard, waiting for the shoe
Okay.
to fall, so
So
to
maybe
speak.
keeping quiet as you're kind of going about this business.
Trying to
as
trying to
best
figure
as
out
you
what's
can.
next.
Sure.
There might be
Yeah.
the strange echo of your boots scraping on the gravel if you step on the gravel. But yeah, aside from the small noises that you're making, taking care of each other, you're not hearing anything else. Now, you would think that sound would travel well down here and
Yeah.
it'd be echoey or oddly echoey, but with your limited knowledge in nature,
Yeah.
that assumption I think is valid, but something down here is different. Like the sound feels dampened down here a little bit, like something is still off here.
Okay.
But definitely the heartbeat has stopped.
There's no other nooks or crannies for us to explore down here. We've covered all the bases, correct?
There was another tunnel that led off in the opposite direction from this this chamber where the heart was in, and you have not explored that. It's kind of one little kind of finger or pathway off of this tunnel system that you did not go down.
Well, I'm certainly in good enough shape at this point to go check that out, unless we need more time to recover.
I'm good.
Yep.
Okay. Well, the group gathers up their healing tools and whatever else they need and kind of head down this tunnel. And after 5-10 minutes of exploring around, you're not finding really anything else of interest. There are more pieces of broken and decaying wood furniture. There are more piles of waterlogged books. In one corner, you see what looks like a pile of reeds and sticks that have kind of jumbled up in a corner. But that's really all you're seeing right now.
I think as we're moving, I think Lysander has just kind of got his head on a swivel, and he's just constantly just kind of just searching for anything that may try to. I'm tired of this house, so he's on high alert, and now he's fooled me once, shame on me. Fooled me twice, shame on me again.
Right. No, I understand.
Let's get out
Definitely
of here.
high alert.
Yeah.
As everyone is kind of doing the same thing, just kind of keeping their ears open, keeping their eyes open, not letting their guard down at all. Right.
Yeah.
Message received.
Wait till we get outside of this place.
You're not hearing or seeing anything out of the ordinary aside from this weird kind of deadened sound down here.
Hate it.
Leaving.
Yeah.
Good.
Leaving.
Because I'm still enfeebled too, so I was.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm still enfeebled.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
It's
I'm
going to
there with
last
you.
for some time. I think for some of you, the entire day.
Yep. 24 hours.
I have
Yeah.
a question, Patrick.
I think mine's an hour.
If you were at 2, it's the 24. If you were at 1, then yeah, it's just 1 hour. What's the question?
I would like to draw on my crafting expertise.
Okay.
Is there something about the construction of these tunnels that would lead to the dampening of the sound, like the materials or the way the tunnels are carved, or something that could impact the sound?
Interesting. No. In fact, these tunnels don't entirely appear like they are carved tunnels. They're almost like a natural tunnel system.
Boo.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's an interesting thought. But no, there's nothing that would be like quote unquote man-made that would do this.
No soundproofing panels around.
No baffling
Eggshell.
foam, no egg
Eggshell
crate.
foam, yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm gonna ask Ophelia: is there something about the shadow plane that would do this with the sound?
Yeah, it's kind of.
Or is it just the light?
It's not just light.
Okay.
Because everything is a little dampened in the dark.
And and Ophelia knows this too because you did like a lore shadow plane check not too long ago. This place, whatever is going on here, the barrier between the shadow plane and the material plane has worn so thin that they're kind of bleeding into each other here. So that will cause some effect on what you would expect in the natural world that you typically live in.
The shadow plane is basically dampening for not just light, but many things. Even
My will to want to stay here. It's
Yes, I was like, this
definitely
is not-
dampening that.
This is making me want to walk
even
quicker.
the-
Speaking of, do you think Yeshua will be grateful or angered that we've defeated this heart thing and that magical armor down here?
Who knows? But I think we should probably be careful when we
Do we need to tell
get to
him?
the top of this stairs.
Yeah.
I suppose we don't
didn't
have
he go
to.
to his room? I mean, we can let him enjoy his fantasy.
Yeah, true. He clearly is not fully there.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that you're not just standing having this conversation.
Nope,
this
we are
conversation
walking.
is happening as you're walking
Yes,
back to
yes.
the stairs. When you get to the stairs, they look
Oh no.
No.
shorter than they did when you came down.
Of course they do.
Like the flight of stairs up to the doorway into the top level or the
Yeah.
ground level looks shorter
You
than it
mean
did when
normal?
it came down. Well, what's normal?
Does it look as
Yeah,
long
that's
as
a
it
good
did
point.
like the original time we were here?
It looks very similar to when you first came down the stairs
Okay.
the first time.
All right.
Yes.
Good. When we walk out of the cavern area and there was the bone white door, right? If when we walk out of that, is that door still there?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm definitely cautious of, when we crack that door back open and look up the stairwell. I'm like curious: is there going to be carved steps? Is there going to be wooden steps, or is
Right.
there going to be a undulating
Yep.
throat that we're going to have to climb up?
They are in fact normal steps leading up to an open doorway where you can still see those of you who have dark vision. I'm assuming even with low light vision, now you can now see the light coming down the stairwell, which in and of itself is odd because
That's
light was lower
yeah.
here before.
Yeah.
That's a step in the right direction.
There's still that
Maybe.
dark ebonwood desk like propped
Propped
against
in
the
the-
door
yeah.
jamb, right, with like a length of rope kind of limply tied to it and laying on the stairs.
Does the rope now come the entire distance down the
It
stairs?
does not come the entire distance, but it comes a lot farther down the
Okay,
stairs than it
okay.
did before.
All right.
Interesting.
Close enough. Everybody running, grab the rope. Just in case.
As everyone passes out the door, Lysander will turn around and shut that door.
Okay. There's a strange echoey click when that door shuts. And then that's it. Just a standing.
He kind of like closes his eyes and kind of, and then turns around to go up the stairs.
Facing your fear a little bit there.
This place has not been fun for any of us. So, who's going up the stairs first?
Remington.
Okay. Does he use the rope?
No.
Okay. So Remington starts plodding up the stairs. Who's going after him?
I won't go after him. I imagine on blast because I'm shutting the door. So
Okay. Yeah. So just give me a quick order and we'll get upstairs.
Sure. I can go behind Remy. That's fine.
Okay.
Next to last.
All right.
I intended to go last to collect my rope, but if you want to be in the back, then we'll just pull it up.
I'll go after
That's fine.
Mert.
Okay.
I'll go after Ophelia.
Sounds reasonable. You make it up the stairs. Nobody really using the rope. Amon's just kind of coiling it up as he goes, maybe getting up to the desk. When you get up to the desk, the living room is still kind of in the same condition, right? There is like cold ash in the fireplace. There is ruined and broken furniture all over the living room, aside from this nice ebon desk. And kind of kneeling in the center of the floor, picking up some of these broken boards and kind of rocking back and forth is Yeshua. No! No! And when he sees you come up the stairs, what have you done? What? What have you done? My palace! What have you done? And he stands up and he throws the wood down. Everything is in ruins! What did you do to my palace? My court is gone. Everything's gone.
Amon has is just kind of tired of this guy's shit. He was really frustrated before we even went down there with all the just games he was playing with us. So he's just kind of looks very unamused with him and is kind of ignoring it.
Okay.
Just moving on. Just whatever.
Kind of peeping
We're just
beside.
over it.
Yeah, peeping beside one of Remy's legs, because Mert is probably not much taller than his kneecaps at this point. We'll kind of peek around and
You did this. What did you do?
You must understand it. It was an illusion the whole time.
Illusion? What are you even talking about? Illusions? My palace, I had lived in it for years and years, and you come and ruin it. Everything has fallen and collapsed to ruin.
Yeshua, sir, I assure you, when we got here, it looked this way. It hasn't changed. We've done nothing. In fact, you say you've been here for years and years, and I don't believe it's been more than a few weeks.
That can't be. I came here many weeks ago. Wait, no. Where? No, it's been years, centuries perhaps.
Maybe you've wandered
You did this.
off of the shadow plane to the material.
I don't go to that filthy shadow plane. It's not where I belong. I would never visit such a place. I was
that's why
merely
your
traversing the woods and found this beautiful palace, and you've ruined it.
That's why your palace is ruined, because you set it up in the shadow plane. This is the shadow plane.
Can't be. I'm on the prime material plane.
Well, feel.
You lie.
Feel it.
Feel what? It's wood and ruin. And he's like
The plane.
picking up stuff and throwing it down.
Center yourself.
What are you talking about? I don't need your hoogity boogity.
You can't tell what
Center myself.
you can't tell what plane you're on?
I'm on the material plane, damn it.
No, this is the shadow plane.
I think as we're all piling up the stairs now at this point.
You! All of you! You did this! I hate you!
Well, everyone is entitled to their opinion and their feelings. However, I did tell you earlier that this place was in ruin.
No, you lied. So you did something. You went down there and you broke something. Why don't... I've got two kind of opposed, maybe even three kind of opposed views here. He's not happy.
Sure.
He sure ain't.
But what are you trying to do when you're telling him these things? What's Mert trying to do?
I'm trying to convince him that we've done nothing wrong, and that, the cottage has always been in ruin. That he's believed a lie. So I'm trying to basically diplomatize him. I'm trying to use some diplomacy.
Okay. Ophelia, what are you trying to do? You're trying to convince him somehow that he's on the shadow plane.
I mean, he kind of is.
Yeah.
It's half true.
It's kind of true. It feels less and less true. Now that you've come up here, and remember we said that the light as you're coming up the stairs feels different. The light up here feels different. The light from outside is coming through the windows into this room. You don't need a light spell. It feels like you're just in a ruined house in the middle of the afternoon.
Well, I mean, I guess if it changes, I would say that his palace was on the shadow plane.
Okay, sure.
And it has hence retreated.
Yeah, something has changed, right? So, okay.
Yeah.
So maybe that'd be a diplomacy to get him to see your viewpoint. And then Lysander has this view of fuck your feelings.
Yeah, it's still rooted very much in diplomacy, because Lysander's still standing on the we've not lied to you, and we've only done everything you've asked. And the fact that your feelings are fucked is not our problem at this point.
Very true.
But it's still he's still trying to convince him that, hey, we're not lying to you.
Yes.
I told you from jump that this place was trash.
Okay.
And then Amon is just kind of looking around, why are we wasting our time with this fucking guy?
He's definitely got the banner that says "fuck your feelings."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Alara saying anything here this time?
I mean, she just
Fuck your
listened at this
feelings.
point, but my approach would be to try to walk him back and convince him that he hasn't been here as long as he thinks he has.
Okay.
That would be.
All right. I'm gonna say that so let's start with Mert.
Okay.
And because he was the first one to kind of interact with him, let's get a diplomacy from Mert to see if he can calm him down as he's raving on about you ruined his palace.
About a 29,
Oh,
29.
which is exceptionally good.
exceptionally good for Mert.
Nice.
That is pretty good. In fact, that's good enough for him to start kind of calm down.
Get there.
And
I assure you, you haven't been here this long, and we've done nothing to this place.
that opens him up more to listen to Ophelia's argument that this is not really real, what he was seeing. And
Well-
also to Lysander.
I only got a 15.
Okay. Your argument's not convincing, but somehow your halfling friend is making me feel better.
I'll use my second application of my star chart. Gives
Okay.
me a +2.
Sure.
My diplomacy with the bonus is a 31.
Okay. Are we also using the cape?
The cape only allows I already have the bonus baked in for the cape,
Okay.
but if I'm making a request,
Oh, right. Yeah.
it turns it into a critical success if
Gotcha.
I get a success.
Yeah. No. And you got 30 something?
A 31.
Okay. You're right. You're right after all. You did do what I told you. I suppose it's not your fault that everything is ruined.
But hey,
My palace, my court has disappeared, abandoned me to my... And you say I'm not even in a palace. It never was a palace.
look at it like this. For once, and it's in the 30 minutes that we've met you, you're seeing clearly. And if you want to turn this into a palace, by all means.
I don't have the time for this.
I agree with Lysander. That clarity is a gift, sir. You see things now as they truly are.
Perhaps it is true. You have freed me, and I feel suddenly very strange. My head hurts.
Do you want me to take a look at it?
Maybe some nice fresh air would help you out.
Yes, fresh air. Yes. I think I just need to go. I need to go home. Fresh air sounds nice. Please, would someone help me? And he looks like he is just, all energy has just kind of, like he's on the verge of collapse.
Yeah, I mean, I'll, I don't have a terribly great strength score, but I can let him throw his arm over me and help him outside.
Yeah, just like a nice, just kind of,
Yep.
carrying someone who's like exhausted or.
I'll get the other side and let's get just some nice fresh air. It'll help. Get you
That
back
will
out into
do.
the woods.
The woods. Want nothing to do with the woods, but thank you. I'm starting to feel better. I am sorry. I meant no offense. Clearly I have been fooled by whatever is happening here. You have done me a great service. Anything you find in the house, in the desk, is yours. I'm done here. I cannot even bear to face it. I must be gone. And he steps away and just takes his arms off of your shoulders and
Safe
blinks
travels.
away.
Ooh. Okay.
Vanishes.
Do a quick pat down.
Yeah. Like,
We
yeah,
got
have to roll for
everything
initiative.
still.
Okay. Give me a pat down check. It's a secret roll.
I reach into my bag, put on my construction hat, and I wave in the bulldozer to come flatten this bitch because we're never coming back here.
So you guys took him out.
Yeah.
Who else? Are you still in the cottage? Are you guys still in the house? As they kind of escorted him out to get some fresh air.
I'd probably follow at least to the doorway to kind of
Yeah.
overhear the conversation. But
Well, he said that anything we find is ours. So maybe I'm gonna do a once over and see if there's anything else there.
Okay.
In the desk.
So I believe everything in the desk he has given you, as far as those scrolls. But let me just double check that there isn't something cool up in there. for
did you say the
guys to-
desk itself is ours too?
If
I mean,
you
it's
want to
nice
take
wood.
an ebon desk,
Yeah, strap it to one of the
It's
horses.
just dark wood, right? I mean, what makes it special? And yeah, unless it fits in one of our
it's
spacious
a heavy,
pouches, I don't see taking it with us.
It won't fit in a spacious pouch. It is a nice large drawing, like an executive drawing
Right.
desk, so to speak.
So even the skeletal horses might have a little trouble.
A little bit of an issue.
Yeah, we've no need for furniture.
So he pulled that weird fleshy key out of the desk, right?
Yep.
I don't think that you guys actually got on the desk because he had to cut his own hand to get into it. So when you go back in, the desk is still sealed shut, and you cannot open that drawer.
I'll call out and ask if anyone else thinks they can get in it.
I'm sure I could get it in eventually, but
I'll enter as I'm patting myself down, make sure I have everything
Like-
that is in the right spots.
You seem to have all of your gear that's on your character sheet.
Oh.
Thank you.
yeah,
That's what matters.
as we're having this back and forth, now that I'm carrying the trident in my one hand, I'll give that a quick swish, and now it's a warhammer, ready to just smash this thing to a million pieces to see what's inside. Hopefully nothing too fragile.
Okay.
Right. He had Fae vibes, so I just didn't want to. They're sneaky little bastards.
Less of a Fae vibe, more of a not quite right vibe.
Yeah, Fae.
was-
Like I said,
He was a little weird.
Ophelia, do you think you can try to pick this lock?
yes. The last time I pretty much had it, but he came out. Remember?
I
don't-
would disagree.
I don't think there was a lock.
There was no lock. There was no even
Yeah.
seam. It
Yeah.
was just a panel
No, I
of
knew
wood.
what needed to be done with it.
Oh, and what
And
needs to be
as-
done with it?
It's blood.
I'm fresh
Patrick.
out.
It needs blood.
That's true. Yes.
Would you let me use crafting to aid the thievery check to pick the lock?
No,
Okay.
because it is
magical
not a
lock.
thievery check.
Is the knife still on the desk?
Yes.
I will walk in and I'll
Okay.
just.
As you squeeze your fist and the blood starts to drip down from your hand onto the desk, the door pops open.
Yeah.
And inside you find 2 scrolls
Inside you find nothing.
and a weird smell.
Yeah.
But there are 2 scrolls.
I,
Sure. Grab up the scrolls, see what they are.
Now, remind me with 2E, being that I have more a 1E better. Usually with 1E, if you just have read magic, you can just read a scroll. But read magic isn't a thing in 2E, is it?
It's a good question. Yeah, I think
So-
unless you know the spell, maybe. Yeah.
I guess it would be
Or
an
it's on your spell
Arcana
list.
roll.
I don't think it's that difficult, honestly. Let's slow everything to a halt as I look this up.
yeah,
We'll
let's.
do a live actually.
I'm curious as well.
If you find a scroll, you could try to figure out what it contains. If it is a common spell from your list or a spell you would know,
There you go.
can do a single recall knowledge action and identify it automatically. If it is not on your list, you must use identify magic using the tradition of the spell. So we'll figure that out off air because you're not going to use these scrolls right now.
Correct.
Yeah, they're just
Correct.
based on the tradition, whether or not it's something.
Maybe I want to feed it to Kev. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we can. You know what? On the break, we'll figure
kidding.
these out.
I mean,
But yeah, I'm going to just kind of put a little highlight on that, and that way we'll come back to that and get that
We'll
to
check
you. So
for
if you
any-
decide when you have some downtime you want to feed this to Kif, we can certainly do that. Or if this is more better used in someone else's hands, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But moving on. So Ishula has vanished. You have checked out the drawer to the desk and recovered anything of interest. What else do you want to do?
Is there anything in the room? So there was the room that he said was his throne. Is there anything in that room?
So you go back in that room, and there's basically just this big pile of furniture that he's built up into kind of like a haphazard dais. And on top of that is like a broken chair that's leaning kind of crookedly with a half of a table leaned back to like create this sense of like a high-backed throne. But really, it's just a pile of garbage and nothing else.
I think at this rate, I'm not even going back in the house. Like after I cut my hand and like get her into the thing, I'm like, all right,
You just go back outside.
I just go back
You just
outside.
want nothing
Remy
to do.
comes outside. Like I'm damn near on the horse already, ready to leave this place. Like I want to log this into places I never want to return to.
Okay, where are you going to go on your horse?
Oh, I'm just standing by the horse, like where we kind of latched all the horses up together. Like I'm just standing there, kind of like.
Because I know it's been 32 years since we've played.
Yes,
But you didn't come here alone.
correct.
Yes.
The spy
And
master.
is he not going to be back till tomorrow?
Who knows? But I'm not sleeping in there.
He told you a day or two, right?
Well,
I'm not sleeping in there either.
Yeah.
no.
Okay, let's just make a note
I'd
of
rather
him
make-
sleeping in the cottage.
Nobody.
I'd rather make camp outside than.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Enjoy
So-
the stars.
After
rather
kind of
risk it with the
exploring
brownies.
I'm sorry?
I'd rather risk it with the brownies.
Oh, okay. I thought you said I'd rather make biscuits and brownies or something. I was like, yeah, that sounds
Are you
great.
hungry,
There's a kitchen.
Patrick?
I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And make biscuits
not
with
bad.
the brownies. There is a kitchen in here.
Nope.
Okay. Just saying. All right. Is there anything else anybody wants to explore in this house before we move on? And everybody kind of gathers outside. Maybe they're kind of checking on these skeletal horses that have kind of been what is called hobbled when they're kind of just like lashed around a tree or whatever. The low stone fence is still like covered with overgrowth, and the yard is in ruins. The statue is still toppled over.
I have flint and stick
What
up
about that weird plant? Wasn't there a plant or
the shadow.
Shadow.
Yeah.
tendrils.
So Alara looks around for that weird plant and doesn't notice it on the front of the house.
Interesting.
I'll set that statue up. Not that I particularly care, but I think it's just bugging me that it's laying on the ground, and so I seem to just like lift it up and ride it onto its pedestal.
All right, give me a strength check.
No. Do you want that? Okay, fine.
No, honestly,
Fine.
I think with Remington's help,
That's right.
you could probably after it's just a life-size statue of a halfling, right?
Yeah.
Still has that kind of sad expression on his
Yeah.
face. So you set it up to rights, but the bottom is broken. Like he's been broken off. Like the plinth that was standing on, he's like broken off at the feet. So even if you stand it back up, it's not going to, without repairing the stone.
No, I have no interest in that.
Unfortunately, it is broken.
I do have flint and steel if we want to burn this place
No.
down.
I think we'll just sleep under the stars and let nature reclaim this hovel.
Certainly seems like the link to the shadow plane has been lessened, if not totally eradicated. Nature will reclaim this place in time, hopefully.
So
Just leave it to its natural course.
There was that room with the creepy mirrors.
Nope, that was in the other.
That was somewhere else.
Yep, that was in Pat Ged.
I'm
in
getting
the,
your-
Eled.
It was
or
Eli.
Eled
yeah.
with the what's her name's like.
I'm getting
The
our
hag.
creepy houses mixed
Yep.
up.
No, no.
Creepy houses in the
that
basements
is the name
mixed
of
up.
the adventure
Yes.
path. Actually, is creepy houses.
I've got a career path for you.
Creepy houses.
I think after we're done, you should go into real estate and
Real estate.
sell all these creepy ass houses.
Yes.
That we've made vacant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
Kill
The ghost
people,
real
sell
estate.
their houses.
Previous
for
owner is
profit.
eager to sell.
Subscribe to the $20 tier, and we'll give you the real estate plan on how to get rich quick by murdering people and selling their houses. No, it's no, we're not.
I mean, we have a bar.
Look, I'm getting.
We
I'm
have a
already getting
cabin
text
in the
from FBI,
woods.
so
Yeah.
let's turn that. Put that shit.
Patrick gets text from the FBI.
One simple trick.
Okay.
Yeah, no, they
Big real
immediately
estate
like,
doesn't want you to know about.
this guy's threatening murder. No, I'm not. Let me just get another sip of this.
Okay, so we're gonna leave this place right here as it is.
Yep.
Where are you going to camp? Because Seldig is returning here.
Yeah,
to
we'll
meet you
camp here, just outside.
Yeah,
Are you
like
sure?
I was imagining like outside the wall by where we tied up the horses, just like out there.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Did he accompany us to the cottage? I thought it was outside.
We walked up to the wall, and he said,
Peace.
"I'll be back in a couple of days."
Yeah.
Deuces.
Yeah.
And then took a hard left.
He's paraphrasing. He went to
You're right.
to discuss the movements of Iron Tavia
With
with
his
his Fey
Fey
contacts
contacts.
in the Axon Woods.
That's what I would say too.
Yeah.
Why don't we?
If I
see
was
if
a
we
spy
can-
master who was afraid to get into a fight.
He's out on the Axoneer River on a party
Careful
boat.
saying that, dude. Seldig will fly.
I heard that. He says as he's come stomping.
He can stop around the
Roll
corner.
for initiative.
So what if we? Well, I mean, we made Fey contacts out here
We did in a way.
in
Yes.
a way.
The lady whose husband was murdered. Yeah.
She was pretty powerful.
I mean, I'm still
The only
sleeping.
problem-
I'm still sleeping right here, and I'm not going anywhere else because
I'm not necessarily interested in wandering in the woods any more than we have to.
no.
Well,
When Seldig
I mean,
returns,
no
we can get the
spells
heck out of
and-
here.
As you guys are having this
Enfeebled.
discussion, whoever is closest to the horse, you said you went out to
Yep.
kind of check on the horses and it's kind of like get out of there. Everyone else, I'm assuming, is like out of the fenced area, kind of in the kind of clearing, maybe gathering gear to set up camp, the tent that you have the instruction manual for, all of those things.
Yes.
And Lysander, you're just kind of hanging out by the horses and thinking about what all you've seen. And you notice that there are animals in the trees at the edge of the woods that will kind of stop and like they seem to be watching. Like maybe there's a raven for a little bit, and then the raven will kind of quark and like hop down and kind of fly into the underbrush. You can't see them anymore. And it catches your eye, so you kind of, keep your eyes peeled maybe, and you see the shadow of like a wolf kind of peer out from under the underbrush and stare for a minute.
And this was the same kind of phenomenon that happened when we were here last time, when we
Yeah.
took the
Oh, we slept out in the woods.
and we took the carriage. We had
Yeah.
the wolves and the birds and stuff kind of like rushing with us, if I remember correctly, or something of the sort.
They did keep an eye on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you left with the carriage until you
Yeah.
got to the edge of the woods.
Right.
We were being watched before that, and then we were taken to the lady with the apples. They're her eyes and ears of the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah. that lady with the apples. You remember? Well, do you remember what was her name?
Not right off
As
the top of my
The
head.
players may not remember because
Yeah,
it was long, long ago.
Give Alara a chance to flip back
like,
through her
I got
notes.
it.
She'll find it.
Yeah, yeah. That definitely has the notes
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I'll give you a second. So yes,
look,
it does tie into this woman who came to your camp with a basket of apples, and was almost like kind of timidly approaching, and then offered to share, and then had a game of riddles with you guys, and then after Alara won the game of riddles, she actually revealed that she was hoping you would be here to deal with Iron Tavia.
Yeah.
I'll never forget too when she left. She had that swishing bovine tail
Yes.
peek out from under her dress.
That's right. Yes, she was
Bizarre.
in fact not a human.
Yeah.
This was way back.
She was also Fey-ish.
She was also a
I
fey
imagine.
creature, yes. Yeah. In fact, when she turned to walk away, you noticed that, like, in the
She had hooves too.
right, and
wow.
her
That's
back,
Chris.
like
That's
her
where
back
the
looked
zombie
like
handler
a
girls
tree.
we're still further.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, we are still.
Yeah.
Oh,
was
getting,
Drusilla.
getting close. Anyway, sorry.
Oh, that was just, okay.
Yeah, she's literally like scrolling through. It's like
Yeah, 5
rewatching
seconds.
all the episodes.
That's
Yes.
fine. It was a long time ago. As players, we may not remember, but your characters would remember, as this was just, maybe a couple months ago.
Even then,
It was
still remember.
Drusilla was her name.
Drusilla.
Drusilla.
She was a Holdra.
I would have been collecting firewood to camp out here.
Okay.
So would I have seen these as well?
Yeah, I would imagine as you got closer to the woods, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's give you a perception to see if you would notice. Oh yeah. You caught definitely
the
some
crucial
birds.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That was who was with Drusilla.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Or not
So
Drusilla,
like,
yeah.
maybe I'm not super convinced that we're safe out here, so I'm gonna stop collecting firewood and go back to the group to hang out there because I'm also not convinced we're safe in the cottage.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna kind of
Go back to
stand
defending.
guard.
Oh, lots of animals
Okay.
watching us. Okay.
So yeah, as you guys have come to notice these animals, they've kind of gone away, and then you go back to setting up your camp, and just as Ophelia is probably getting the tent, like one of her poles in her tent finally figured out.
Hey, I'm better at it than that.
Never
You
goes
are,
back
yeah.
in the bag the same way though,
Right.
Never.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine getting all the way to your campsite and you get your tent all set up and realize you don't have the rain fly in the package because it didn't like fit in. So you like put it in a different. That's fun. I don't know what I'm talking about. That's never happened.
I would
to
imagine
me, but,
Galarian tents may not be as fanciful. It might just be
probably
a
not, yeah.
canvas with a
Yeah.
Couple of poles.
Right.
It's a 4-man tent.
Sure.
like a wall tent.
We're
This
4 and a
thing's
half.
heavy.
Yeah. So it's a tarp with 4 sticks.
It's a big, nice tent.
Yeah.
And you're about halfway through setting it up when Amon, as you kind of defending and kind of keeping an eye on things, you notice a female figure kind of come to the edge of the woods and wave and beckon you.
Okay.
She looks familiar. She looks like perhaps a picture that will be up on the screen shortly.
I move my hand to the. Can I make it out? Like, do I recognize her?
Yeah, she looks familiar. You've seen her before.
Why does that picture just look so? Why does she look so suspicious in that photo?
Well,
I don't think you have.
because the
I
first
think you
time
have some trust issues.
Well, here's the thing.
The first
We've
time we
been in
met
these
her.
woods before, right? Mm-hmm. How many apple trees have you seen?
I mean, I don't know. How many apple trees have I seen?
Probably not very
I've seen
many.
apple
Let's make a
trees.
nature check.
Yeah, probably not very many. And she's carrying a bag of a
The
basket.
entire forest is made of apple trees.
Of course they are.
Every one of these trees has bared some kind of apple as you have moved through.
So I move my hand to the hilt of my khopesh and I take a couple steps forward and I call out, "Who goes there?"
And she's just.
I don't know about that.
So I probably hear Amon go, "Who goes there?" Right?
Can we all see what's happening?
Oh yeah, yeah. At this point, you notice Amon is on alert.
I think I'll, following behind Remy, just start walking that direction.
Sure.
Like, kind of where he's at, and kind of positioning, kind of in a position where I can see what's going on, and she's just like there beckoning us.
Yep.
So like I'm torn between the curiosity wants me to go towards her, right? But the fear of the things we've seen makes me want to hang back and like wanting to protect the group. And what that looks like is I just kind of stand there and watch her.
And freeze.
Okay.
Like, should I put the rest of the tent away or what?
If I see her, and I like at this point, it's pretty clear that that looks like Drusilla, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine stepping forward and just start talking like across the distance to her. You know, Drusilla, is that you? Have you brought us more apples? Another wonderful evening in the Axon Woods.
She just smiles and like lifts up a basket full of apples
Ask to see your
and
tail.
starts
Dude.
stepping back into the trees.
Ask to see your tail.
I'm not doing that. No, I don't know Fey customs, but
Shake that tail.
Yeah.
Show me what you're working with.
yeah, Mert knows well enough. That's not polite.
However, as she turns to walk into the trees, you do notice that bovine tail kind of give a swish as she vanishes into the underbrush.
Okay, then maybe I would have kind of like looked over it.
Guys, it's Drusilla. She's come back, but I don't necessarily know where she's leading us. Why didn't she respond when I called her name?
Does it seem like she's acting a little different? Like, does something seem different about her?
It seemed. I mean, she was a little
Well, she doesn't want-
shy when she came to our campsite initially. I suppose let's make camp, and if she comes to visit us in the evening, then great. But I'm not necessarily interested in following her into the dark woods.
I don't think she wants to come anywhere near this cabin.
Oh, neither do we. We have no choice. This is where we're meeting Seldick.
So a couple of the birds in the tree are watching you, and then they kind of fly back into the trees. And then you see her a couple minutes later come back to the edge of the trees. Come, it will be safe. You don't want to stay here. Come.
I would rather be with her than here.
Yeah, I'm fine following Drusilla.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, hearing her voice, that would definitely be like, oh, it is Drusilla, guys. Come on. Ophelia, put up that tent. We'll go stay with Drusilla for the night.
Roll a quick perception from her. Okay. Sounds like Drusilla to you.
Yeah, sure.
I'm
So she nods
on
as you're gathering your stuff. She's like, yes, come. It will be safe.
I'm on alert and I'm wary, but I'm interested in following as well.
I'll put the tent up real quick
Okay.
and
Everybody kind of waits.
grab the horse
Patiently.
reins.
Yep.
You're going to take the horses?
I would leave them.
When she sees you grabbing the reins for the horses, she turns back. No horses.
Okay.
This is so perfectly normal.
Yes. Mert is very smart, but not always very wise.
All right.
Yep, here we go. So everyone's following her?
Oh
Yep, let's go. Let's do it.
I will at
like
least.
How excited
Yeah,
Patrick
kind of
is
not
about
even.
that. I don't like how how excited Patrick is
Yeah.
about us
I'm just
following.
excited to play the game. It's been so long.
I think not even
40
looking
years.
back, I will start making my way into the underbrush towards
Yeah,
wherever
I mean-
Drusilla left off.
So Mert, headlong into the trees. Who's I mean,
I'm up there with him.
Is anyone lingering
I'm
behind?
just walking with Alara. Not like we're not separated, but this is just kind of like that. Really?
Just kind of hesitant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
Like
as you're moving your way,
I'm already exhausted.
maybe you're
Yeah.
kind of picking up the rear as you're
Yeah.
kind of dealing with the tent. You're like, oh, not the horses,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
hobbling the horses again. And
Yeah.
as you kind of gather up the last of the stuff and you're shouldering it, and moving into the woods, everyone hears behind them this kind of groaning sound of like stone grinding and groaning on other stone. And maybe you turn to look back over your shoulder and you see the cottage collapse in on itself
All right.
and it become a pile of stone and thatch roofing and this great billowing cloud of like dust and small wisps of what's left of shadow stuff just kind of up into the air and kind of peter out into nothingness.
I
And the light around you is perfectly normal for this time of late afternoon in the summertime, the 16th of Erastus, 4722 AR.
I step up real quick behind Lysander and Alara and tap Lysander on the shoulder.
So
Guys,
at the sound of the stone on stone, kind of that roll, like that kind of that grinding sound.
It's extremely loud. It's like if you've ever heard like a boulder shake loose on a mountain and just kind of,
Sure.
topple down a mountainside. It's very echoey and that kind of loud, kind of almost thunder crash of stone.
I think as you were kind of describing it, as it was all starting, like, and everything was just kind of like, I think just like maybe a trauma response or just like a fear reaction. I think Lysander reaches down and grabs Alara's hand, and he is like white knuckling, like squeezing her hand.
And it goes right through her hand.
Yeah, 100%, because he doesn't, like, in just that trauma, like, he's like reached down for her hand and he's just like squeezing where her hand would be.
Just clenching a fist.
Yes,
Yeah.
but and then she comes up and touches him, and he kind of and then kind of like snaps and kind of back into like, what the hell are we doing? And then
Very interesting. And very contrasting. Like, I'm following Drusilla into the woods and thinking about what rich gifts she gave us last time we saw her. And I wonder if she'll have anything new for us on our new meeting. And also,
it's practically skipping.
unfortunately, we have some bad news to share that Tavia is still alive. But,
sure she
I look
knows.
forward to ensuring her that we'll track her down and take care of her.
Mert's practically skipping, and we're like,
So the underbrush kind of, you go crashing through the underbrush, and some of you are passing right through the underbrush, or
It's
easily
passing right through you.
it, the underbrush. And, you can keep an eye on Mert. Maybe some of you farther back in the trees maybe can't see her, but you can definitely kind of keep track of the person in front of you as you're winding your way through these trackless woods until you come along to a path. The path winds on through the trees. Most of them are not apple trees when you're in here this time.
Am I sure they're not apple trees?
You're actually positive that these are not apple trees this
Okay.
time.
Okay.
It's very strange. Like, what has happened to this forest?
the
But you
light
continue-
comes back, and you realize all of a sudden you've been lied to the whole time. These are not apple trees.
Yeah, it's normal.
So where's
lied
she
to
getting
the
these
whole time.
apples from?
But we'll find out soon.
her cabin had apples around it.
You continue along this path. It kind of winds and forks through the trees. And every now and then you notice, like, out of the corner of your eye, there are birds flitting branch to branch, calling to each other. There are other small forest animals kind of crashing through the underbrush. You kind of hear the leaves and everything underneath them as they skitter, and you turn to look, and you can't see them, but you know they're there. And every now and then the shadow of a wolf along the trail, just kind of keeping pace with you. And then after several minutes of winding through this forest, the sunlight is coming through the tops of the trees. It's getting close to evening time. You arrive at a clearing. The clearing is kind of just a slight mound or hillock with just a slight change in elevation, with the path winding up to what looks like a very large tree, like several tree roots and trunks just kind of coming up to this kind of platform space where there's walls made out of logs lashed together with small windows set in them, and then the tree continues on above the canopy, and then there's just a set of wooden steps leading up to this platform, this kind of porch. And Drusilla is coming up the steps, and she turns and come inside.
Yep, I'll follow.
Yep.
We've come this far.
I mean,
What else are we gonna do, right?
what's another cottage under our belt?
Yeah, the grass here is very green and vibrant and verdant. The sounds of forest animals all around the clearing is clear. There's nothing that feels off about this place, not nearly like you felt at Tavia's cottage. As you go inside, there's the creak of wood as you're kind of stepping across this wood that's kind of how it's joined together. You're not quite sure. There's no sign of nails. And in the center of this main chamber, as you walk in, is a round table kind of carved out of trees. There are chairs made of wood, and she is already there getting bowls out of a cabinet and setting bowls on this table. I'm so surprised to see you here back in these woods. What's brought you back? I was sure Tavia was gone, and yet you came back. Did it have something to do with the blue man?
To be honest, we didn't know the blue man, as you say. Yeshua is how we know him, was there. But there was still a strange connection, that cottage, to the Shadow Plane.
I see.
You saw nothing come or go from that cottage? You're certainly very watchful. You didn't see anything?
I saw nothing, except for a few weeks ago, this blue man kind of came and was exploring around. Seemed to take up as if a squatter there. I left him alone. He didn't seem disruptive to the woods or anything, and I left him to his own devices. I wanted nothing to do with that cottage.
Well, he's gone now. You won't have to worry about him or, seems, that cottage anymore.
Yeah, the cottage is gone. It crumpled.
That was the sound I heard then. Tavia's cottage has been swallowed by the earth. The abomination that it was, nature has taken it back and made it right. I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Please sit down. I have food for you. And she starts filling each bowl with like a very large, meaty mushroom cap, and like some just raw like herbs and plants. And hanging from the rafters of her cottage are like other like dried wildflowers and other herbs. So there's a very rich kind of earthy smell in here. A melange of like dried herbs and spice. But yeah, the bowls that she sets in front of you are filled with not what your normal fare would be, but yeah, there's like a couple of sprigs of fern, this large mushroom cap, and a couple other, maybe a root vegetable kind of stuck in there. All raw. Please, join me and tell me what. I haven't seen you in a few months. What has happened since I last saw you? Why did you come back to Tavia's cottage?
I think Lysander is just like, you know, a kid who's got a lot on his mind, is just kind of like playing with the food in the bowl. Kind of not really even listening to the conversation. He's kind of just like, which is not like him. Usually he's you know, smashing everything that's in front of him, but he's clearly occupied. So
We had some more investigation to do. We've taken care of most of, if not all, of the coven.
So Iron Tavia was part of a coven, and you have killed all of them?
It seems. Oddly, it was a 4-membered coven. We seem to have taken care of them all.
That is strange. 4 members.
But they have a benefactor that we are still hunting.
Yeah, we came back because our trail leads us towards this mysterious benefactor that was funding their endeavors.
I see.
And we think we know where to go next.
But why Tavia? Isn't she dead? Long dead.
I can't lie to you, Drusilla. There's been reports that she was seen headed south. Seems impossible.
What?
We watched her be consumed by the cottage when we defeated her in her cellar, or her laboratory, I suppose.
She's possibly undead.
That is extremely discouraging. And you seek her out again?
Well, we have to finish what we started.
Suppose that's true. Well,
Her and the benefactor.
I had hoped that justice had been delivered to her after her murder of my husband. But it seems that there are other forces at work. You have fulfilled what I have asked you to do. It is not your fault that she has been brought back. But please, no more of this. It's starting to bring me great sadness at the memory of my husband and the betrayal that he carried out against me with her. Please, let us eat and talk about other things. Where have you been? What have you seen? And she'll go on to, like, you know, tell me about where you went after the Axon Woods. And, you know, I don't know how much detail you want to go into about, you know, traveling up the shores to Sallow Shore first, right? And then up the coast to the river to Paquette, etc. Maybe you regale her with all of these stories, and the whole time she's just amazed. Yeah. She brings out a bottle of mead and sits with you and continues to listen as she drinks this mead. Her wolf has come in and padded into the house and kind of sat next to her, and she's absent-mindedly scratching his head as she talks to you. It sounds like you have been through quite the harrowing journey since seeing Tavia and defeating her the first time. It sounds as if you have many more harrowing journeys ahead of you. I wish that I could help you more. Alas, all I can do is give you a safe place to stay tonight, and, well, perhaps tomorrow at breakfast I'll have one last parting gift for you before you set out. But if you would stay with me, I would appreciate it. I haven't had visitors in quite some time, and it's very lonely here. My wolves are companions, sure, but having the voice of someone to talk to that calms me. And I would love to have you just for even a night, if you don't mind.
I'll say in Fae to her, you know, are there not others?
What? Mert speaks Fae. So she is kind of surprised at this and replies to you back in kind that for me, no.
Well, I'm sorry.
As after Naboa's passing, I cannot seem to bring myself to put my trust in another.
Well, a safe place and a friendly face is more than we can ask. I'm glad to keep you company tonight.
And Amon will kind of nod as she says that.
Oh, this brings me joy, and I'm happy to be named among a friendly face for you. Please, let's finish the bottle. And she pours out more mead, gets another bottle out of the cabinet, and, you know, you go on into the night telling your stories of where you've been since, where you think you're going next. She seems fearful that you're working with Seldig.
And by the way, have you seen the clunker around?
She has not, oddly enough, yeah. So after all is said and done, and definitely night has fallen outside, you can hear like the crickets and cicadas outside. It's a completely normal and natural environment here around her cottage. The stars have come out, and she kind of leads you into different areas where there's not really like separate rooms, but there are like little biers of like stacked up wood that have like a mossy kind of cover on it that you can just kind of lay on. I hope these accommodations are to your liking. I know they're not normal for your type, but they're quite comfy for me. And she just kind of makes sure that everyone has a place to lay their head and get comfortable. And then she says she's tired and would like to retire.
I just thank her for being so gracious and giving us a warm welcome in return to the Axon Woods. It certainly was a welcome respite from the horrible place, the cottage.
So she goes off, you know, where she typically sleeps, and almost immediately goes to sleep. not all of you need to sleep for the full night, though.
Right.
So,
Right.
is there anything you're doing while you're in this cottage with your host asleep?
I suppose once I'm done with my quiescence, I might go down, kind of into the green clearing around the cottage and just kind of listen to the night sounds, the bugs and cicadas and maybe an owl here or there, just listening for, peace. Taking a deep breath and kind of enjoying that kind of serenity.
It certainly feels that way here.
Same.
Maybe I'll like pull out that paint set I got a while ago and kind of touch up the fly sigil on the shield. Almost as like a meditative practice. Like I really get into it. I'm really focusing on the brush strokes and as a way to pay homage to Urgathoa and like just kind of connect.
Sure. So, as the night passes on and everybody gets rested up with the requisite amount of hours that they need, you would get the benefits of having a full night's rest, including the restoration of all of your spell slots, etc. All of the mechanical benefits, right? As well as feeling like you got a really good night's sleep, maybe for the first time in a while. And despite the fact that you slept on biers of raw lumber with moss kind of, not even like a mattress, but just this soft moss kind of covering to lay upon, you felt comfortable and cozy here.
Hey, moss is pretty comfortable.
And you wake up feeling relatively refreshed. She's already up preparing a breakfast of honeyed cakes and again some more, this time more of a fruity wine to go with everything. And as she tells you that I'm sure you're ready to set out with that spy master. But as you go, I want to leave you with just one more gift to help you on your way. And I have thought long and hard about what Naboa has done and the price that he paid. And having guests here has made me think that not everyone is out to betray you or take advantage of your trust. So I thank you for that. And as she does so, she kisses each one of you on the cheek. And as she kisses each one of you on the cheek, even the ghostly ones, you can feel this tingle in your ectoplasm as she touches you. Each one of you, I'm going to grant her luck.
Oh, yes.
So at her choosing, she can give you good luck or bad luck. I've decided that all of you, except for Amon, even Amon. I don't like your fly on your shoe. It's creepy.
He's had enough bad luck.
No, each of you will have this gift of luck from her. Now, typically, this only lasts 24 hours. But I'm going to say that this particular kiss she has given you, because of the kindness you have showed her, will last until you use it. So it's a one-time use, and you will carry her luck with you until you decide to use it. Cool. Now, what that means is on any single D20 roll, you decide ahead of time, I'm going to use this gift of luck from Drusilla, and you will be allowed to roll twice and take the better. Right?
Gotcha.
And you'll be what?
Which you roll twice and take the better. Some other nerds call it rolling with advantage, but we won't talk about that. Nerds! Get your Dungeons and Dragons out of my Pathfinder.
That's awesome.
Yes, so all of you will have that Drusilla's luck, blessing of luck. And anytime when you declare it, it's a one-time use, and you have to declare it before you make your roll, but you get to roll twice and take the better.
Awesome.
Very similar to like your halfling luck and things, but instead of like rolling after you have to roll twice.
Yep.
And take the better of the two.
But it's a fortune effect, so I can't halfling luck a fey luck.
That is
Double
correct.
combo.
It is a fortune effect.
Makes sense.
Thank you, Jacob, for clarifying that. That is true.
No problem.
We don't want to stack those up.
Well, I want to stack those up.
Nerd!
But you can't.
But yeah,
Thanks for saving me the actually next time.
No, I got you. Yeah, I think as she's kind of giving her parting remarks, I would just kind of after that night of reflection and listening to the sounds and stuff, just kind of take a moment to say, you have a lovely home here, Drusilla. It's odd. I don't know who, but they would have loved it here.
What an odd thing to say. You know someone who would love it here.
They would have. Thank you.
Well, if you ever find them, visit with them. My door is always open to you and whoever you call friend. And that same goes for all of you. You're always welcome here should you come back this way. My home will always be open to you. And I wish you all the best in your continued journey to bring justice to this Hortavia.
And I hope that when we come back this way, that you will not be alone. And you find someone that you can trust.
Oh, thank you for that kindness, my dear. Who knows? Perhaps one day we shall see.
Perhaps next time we'll have gifts for you.
But for now, Thunder keeps me enough company. And she bends down to scratch the wolf behind the ears as his tail kind of thumps on the wood floor. And the sun is up, and she explains the path back. I mean, I think you would be able to find your way back to the clearing where your horses would be hobbled. Is that where you go?
Yep, we hang out with her and, bid our farewells.
Yeah, it's like one of those good Midwestern goodbyes, right? Where,
Yes.
like, you're
We don't
standing on the
really
front
want to
porch.
leave,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
And you're still like halfway down the trail, and she's still on the porch, like,
Yep.
fucking go away.
Yeah, I'm not trading Drusilla for Seldig as company is a sour trade for sure.
Right.
most definitely. However, you do have your orders.
True. Well, in a fight, I'll take Seldig any day.
You don't know how strong I am.
Yeah, we didn't know what she could do.
She murders fools with apples.
Well, perhaps, but also Seldig is the spy master of Gib.
I mean, you don't have to fight if you're sneaky.
Yeah. I'm sure he can do plenty of both.
Oh,
Maybe
I'm sure.
one day you can pay to have a battle royale between. So no, we don't play that kind. Anyway, so you make your way down the path. As you kind of go around the bend, the trees kind of now block the view back to her cottage, and just as the view fades, you could still see her waving on the porch. And you finally turn, like you said, almost with a heavy heart, that you're now leaving this companionship to work with the spy master, who so far has not been very friendly or helpful at all to you. He's just there to basically oversee your operations and kind of boss
And
you
not
around
really
a bit
that closely.
and tell you how terrible you're doing. When you finally arrive back at the cottage, Seldig is there already waiting for you. He's got his arms crossed and he's looking at the horses, and he sees you come out of the woods.
I don't say anything to him. I just start and get my horse and get ready.
Yes, get your horse and get ready. It's a good thing the horses are still here, given your abandonment of your equipment. You left a tent stake over there, by the way. And you gather up everything under his kind of glowering glare and mount up, and almost without a word, we journey south. And he takes off and expects you to follow after in suit.
This guy.
And so begins the morning of the next day. It's pretty warm out. Again, the light here is kind of back to normal. Wherever there are clearings, obviously the sunlight is getting in and penetrating the canopy. And you kind of wind your way back into the woods, kind of south of the cottage, and continue on through a number of game trails, on and on until night falls. And thus passes the 16th, with hardly a word between you and Seldig. There's an occasional stop to get off and maybe stretch and have like a bit of rations for those of you who need it. And then you make camp, and then he is basically just observes you and doesn't really help with anything except his own gear. And that's pretty much how the journey goes for the next 5 days of journeying through rough game trails, thorny underbrush that kind of crowds right up to the game trail. Sometimes you have to stop and hack your way through to clear a way through the horses, and on you go. And then in the late afternoon, and it's, by the way, it's Erastus here, which Erastus is basically equivalent to July, I think,
Right.
In Earth calendar. And so it is hot. In fact, it's getting up to the high 80s, sometimes low 90s here. The nights are relatively cool in the woods, though, so it gets down below 70 as you make your camps. And on the 5th day, there is a light kind of drizzling rain that, is kind of making everything wet and unpleasant. And you finally, after hours and hours of kind of walking along through, or riding along through this underbrush, come to a crossroads. In the crossroads, there are two, the path kind of comes out onto a road. And on the road is this black kind of obelisk. And carved into the obelisk are some glyphs that are pointing a direction. And the glyphs you can immediately make out in Osiriani, the tongue here of the region. Those glyphs are pointing the way to Mekatar along this road. And there's no other pointers or glyphs. And Seldig just observes this glyph and is looking down the path each way. Down the path. And then he turns and he leans forward. You there! Halt! And you see now, clambering out of the underbrush are two human figures. And he starts riding towards them slowly, putting his hand on the hilt of his sword. Stay with me. And starts riding up to these two people. And we'll find out who those two people are after we take a short break.
Okay.
So don't go anywhere. We're going to have a very brief intermission where people will kind of filter off. The cast and I will filter off one by one to kind of take a quick break. Maybe, whatever we need to do. But we're going to stay out here and talk to you guys as well, interact with you in chat. Normally, during the gameplay, we're kind of in it, so we don't really talk a lot in chat. If you're also on YouTube, we'll kind of catch up with you over there if you're talking to us on YouTube. And if you have something that comes up and you're not getting responded to live, be sure to hit up the Discord where you can talk to us in the Discord. You can talk to us about anything you want to about this campaign or tomorrow's campaign, the Soul Saver campaign, in the cast and the community channels there. You can talk about some of your own stuff that you're doing, some of the games you're playing. We even invite you to share and promote your material as well. So hit us up in the Discord and join our community and have fun with us than just watching us live. In the meantime, anybody need to filter off?
I'm gonna go.
All right. So I'll hang out for a little bit as the cast goes away. And man, it is so weird to get back to the table after what felt like forever.
Dude, it was like 1 week, but it feels like it's been a month.
Yeah.
Or more.
I don't understand how time dilated like that. I mean, obviously the
It's the
big
snow.
snowstorm helped, right? Like
Sure.
you couldn't go anywhere. You spent half your day digging out.
Right.
But
What was our official inchage?
I know at the airport it was like 11. And that's kind of what the official was 11 inches.
It's kind of
Yeah, 11, 8,
Hey
8
guys,
or
guess what?
What?
We're expecting another 1 to 3 tomorrow.
Yeah, shut up.
Shut up.
That's peanuts, man. Those are rookie numbers.
Yeah, I can,
Yeah, so it looks like it's from 11 to, I've heard 17 in some places.
Some places it was
So-
on the east side. I think they got hit pretty hard.
Well, I'm on the east side.
Oh, okay. Well, they don't know, and they don't know what the east side of what, and,
Right.
and we don't have to say
right.
because
Jinx, was it 17, 16 over where we were?
I think we got 12.
Ah.
He's I think he might be
overestimating that.
managing.
Varying reports.
I don't know. It was a lot.
Okay.
It's
a
odd
lot,
for a
it
man
sucked.
to underestimate the inchage.
Right.
The snow drifts were huge.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah. And when the plows came in and like piled it up in front of your driveway,
Yeah.
as they always do,
Yeah.
that was fun.
And then, your car gets stuck, and then
You break your arm?
you try to
Well, that
push it
didn't happen
out
to
and
all of us, Jack.
fall in the driveway.
Yeah. The snowstorm doesn't just naturally break everyone's arm.
Some
okay?
of us are careful when we walk around in the snow.
Oh, snow.
Some of us weren't here for the snow, so
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Some of us lucked out and had a nice
Yes.
vacation.
left my poor wife and all the snow.
Yeah.
Luckily, I have an awesome brother-in-law that shoveled for me.
A
To
real
be,
life
uh,
adventure, though.
Yeah.
To be fair, that's the real reason why we canceled on Mondays, because, Jacob wasn't going
There
to
was
be
no
here.
Mert.
Yeah. You can't.
My ego doesn't need that. Okay.
I just broke a little bone in my.
The little
In
bones
my
are the ones that
wrist.
hurt.
Oh, in your wrist.
So what was it exactly? Was it a radius or ulna in the arm, or was it actually one of like
The distal radius.
Okay, yeah.
It's a joint in the radius. It just
Yeah.
slightly broke, but everything is bruised from here to here,
Oh, sure. Oh, yeah.
basically.
It's just enough to like hurt and be annoying until
Yeah.
it heals.
Exactly.
And not enough to like completely, limit your arm.
Yeah.
Well, it did the first day because my fingers were so swollen. The first
Sure.
2 days,
Yeah.
my fingers were so swollen. I was just like this for
Yeah.
all day.
Well, all jokes
couldn't
aside,
even-
I'm glad it's more that it's as it is and not worse.
I couldn't do this.
Yeah, for sure.
It is wild how much your body reacts to these little. Like when I was in high school, I broke one of the growth plates in my feet, which is just this tiny little bone that's just kind of floating on the side of your foot. And man, oh man, was that like totally incapacitated.
Yeah.
Yeah, my fingers were so swollen. It was so.
It's your body's way of protecting itself. It's not very fun though.
My last fracture put me in the hospital 9 days. So
Ooh.
it was bad. But it's an embarrassing story, and I won't tell it. So
Okay.
Or maybe if you subscribe to the $28 tier on Patreon, I'll tell you just how embarrassing it was to break my leg in several places.
So
Ice
I'm
skating.
I'm right hand dominant. So writing
Oh, yeah.
is no go, like most of the things. What's funny is my boss broke his left arm,
Oh no!
and he is left hand dominant.
In the same storm?
No, well, yes, actually, because he went up snowboarding, but he broke his like right here,
Oh no!
like it
Yeah, that's a bad problem.
broke.
That's a bad break.
Broke,
Ouch, ouch,
broke.
ouch.
He's in a sling.
Yeah.
I'm much more mobile than he is, but
That was one of the first things we learned snowboarding was how to fall, and it's definitely not like this.
well, he got blasted by a lady that came out of the trees
Oh, okay.
after he survived a rollover on the
That's-
way up there.
Yeah.
Jeez. All right. So everybody braving winter weather, please be safe.
Yeah, for sure.
Wear shoes with adequate tread. Don't carry heavy objects. All the
Yeah.
things.
Aren't you glad we're adventuring in the summertime here in Geb?
That's right.
Yes,
And
it's
the
a
world of
nice
Galarian.
welcome break. I would love to go visit like East Central Africa.
Yeah.
In summer.
Well,
No.
this is a little more temperate. Well, maybe like Cameroon or something.
Yeah.
Maybe would be lovely in July.
Yeah. This is kind of in the same area as like Mogadishu or some of that area.
Sure.
Like, down like southern Somalia.
Yeah.
Or kind of where like the northern tip of Madagascar, like right off that coast there. Kind of that's where Geb
Yeah.
kind of falls if you compare the inner sea region to modern Africa, right? That's kind of where. And so I checked I correlated the weather for
Heck
this
yeah.
time of year
Yeah.
to that region, and yeah, high 80s with lows in the 60s at night.
Sounds lovely.
Yeah, kind of nice,
Yeah.
right? Especially on a coast, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, I will be back shortly. We'll
Cool.
get right back to it.
Sounds good.
Sorry.
You're okay.
GMEXE loading. There we go. Okay, I'll be right back.
Yeah, thanks for everybody watching on YouTube and on Twitch.
Yeah.
Like Patrick said, definitely hit us up in the Discord if we don't get to any of your stuff while usually we get to answer questions during the break. We don't always get a chance at the end of the show, so hit us up in the Discord if we didn't get back to you. We'd love to just kind of hang out and build that community a little bit. So let us know what you're playing. We'll talk about what we're playing, maybe what we're playing outside of what we play live on Mondays and Tuesdays, because we are always gaming of something.
For sure, right?
I've been playing all kinds of stuff recently. I've gotten back into all kinds of different games.
We even have people just come in and say hi and good morning.
Yeah.
And how's your week going and
Yep.
stuff like that. And that's always fun.
Yeah, it's cool to see that community being built where it's just, you know, a bunch of nerds hanging out, having a good time.
Yep.
It's really nice.
Agreed.
If you have some good TTRPG related memes, we love to see them.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Drop some
Speaking
memes
of
in the chat.
memes too, all of our short form content on let's see, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, with Instagram. Yeah, definitely hit those up. We need likes, comments on those as well. That I really like them because it's just a boiled down, you know, short little kind of highlight reel of some of the episodes.
Yep.
And I have a blast looking through them. And it definitely helps us push the algorithm if you guys get in there and start liking, commenting, sharing, etc. So we definitely appreciate that as well. We're trying it out, and I like it a lot.
I get the notifications in our Discord.
Yep.
And it's always fun to be like, ooh, there's a new one, and then I'll
Yeah.
like go watch it. And even though I play on the show, like seeing the way it's boiled down into the, like you said, the short form, it's a lot of fun to watch.
Sometimes I watch myself after like it happened live, and then I watch the playback, and I'm like, man, it's so unbearable sometimes. I'm still getting used to that, but
It's always fun for me when I, as I'm kind of like posting them or getting them put up there
Yeah.
to just be like, oh yes, this is just like, because I have, I go through them all
Yeah.
and I organize everything, and then I kind of figure out the order that I put them up there so it makes some kind of sense. And then it's just like you're just reliving those episodes in like
oh yeah,
7 shorts or 8 shorts at a time, and it's like it's so good. Post.
yeah. Some of those I've just very like. I really missed playing that. It's like, man, I would play that episode over again. It was
Yeah.
so fun,
Yep.
so unique.
Yeah, for sure.
For whatever reason, and it's a really cool way to. We totally understand that 3 hours is a big chunk to like sit down and plug in. So that's a definitely great way to stay in touch with what we have going on at Elite Encounters. If
Yeah.
you don't have the time to sit down for a large part of the episode.
And speaking of it being a large chunk of time, it's nice that it's available on YouTube. The replays are all on there because
Great
you can
point.
watch it at 1.25x speed if you want, and cut that down to 2.5 hours.
There you go.
Peter says hi, everybody.
Hello,
sweet.
Sarah.
Good to see you.
And it's also one of those things that even though it's on YouTube, you could just throw your headset in and just listen to it as you do other things.
Yep.
Cut the grass, do the dishes, do work, whatever you're doing.
Yeah, whenever
And-
I have to miss, I do the same thing. As I pull it up and I've got it playing in my pocket with some headphones in, or just watching it while I'm eating dinner. Or,
Yeah, I'll always rewatch the show. Like I'll rewatch or re-listen to today's show. I'll do it tomorrow, like while I'm at work. I'll just put my headset in while I'm working and just listen to the whole show again, and just kind of like download like that stuff into my head, and it just helps like reinforce. And it's interesting also when you're not physically watching it,
Yeah.
the things you pick up that are just audio cues.
or the things you pick up that are future actually.
Yes.
How often do you watch it and you're listening to yourself and you're just like, God, Mike, what were you
Oh,
doing?
dude, I can't tell you the times that I would be like, after the show, because obviously hindsight, it's 2020,
Oh, yeah.
but your list, I'm just like right there. You should have healed Mert. You should have healed Mert because he's gonna get crit next turn. Here we go, and then blam, he gets smashed, and you're like, well, now he's on the ground. We should have healed him last turn. Quit being dumb. Just do your job.
Hey, when I'm always in
You
that
know.
like 50 HP, it's kind of dicey when
Yeah.
we're there. It's like, can you make it another round?
Yep.
Maybe, maybe not. And then I take like 90 damage in a round.
Yeah.
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 And I always have the conversation with myself, kind of playing like the healer, and
Yeah.
just like when combat starts, I should just be like, okay, when you take damage, I should just heal you. When you take damage, I should just heal you. But then I'm like,
That doesn't work.
But then I'm like, but that's no fun.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I have things that are cool
Yeah,
that
don't
I
spend-
want to do.
Yeah.
But that's just the mindset is like, I'll roll the die and gamble a little
Yeah.
too hard, and then you'll go down, and I'm like, well, now I have to heal you.
Sure. But it does feel a little too video gamey
Oh.
to be like, I'm just gonna pocket heal
Yep.
and then skip my turn if I
Yeah.
don't want to heal. Like, you definitely want to do all those cool, flavorful things.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
Lysander is chock full of options, right? Like,
Yeah. Yep.
it's almost decision fatigue when it's like, okay, I could have Remy do this thing, or
Yep.
I could have him do this thing, or I could do this spell or this.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
man, you have a million options
And then
at your
there's,
disposal.
oh shit, Mert fell.
Well,
Well, I
and-
think you're doing great, Mike.
I
Or
appreciate
Ophelia.
that.
I think we're all doing
I
great.
think, I was going to say, I think we're all doing really, really awesome. And I still go back to the comment that Jacob made. I don't know. It's probably been a month or so now, where he said that you could watch 1,000 tables play this episode or play this series,
Yeah.
and none of them play it are going to play it like we're playing it. Not that we're saying that we're going to play it like they are, but I feel like we have a very distinct flavor that we have painted onto this adventure path that I don't think you're going to get other places.
There is no other Alara or Lysander or Amon or Bert
100%.
or Ophelia.
100%.
Often imitated, never replicated.
Yeah.
Right.
Just that.
The genie of the lamp. Here we go.
But Mert might have to be duplicated if he dies. So to prevent that, I am going to award Jacob this
Yeah.
30 skull bone.
Look at you.
Just for some of the RP with
Sure.
and kind of settling the diplomacy role with Yeshua, which was kind of out of Mert's
That was really
Out
out
of
of
left
pocket
field
for
of
me.
comfort.
Yeah.
19 on the die.
But that definitely helped him kind of calm down and more receptive to Ophelia and Lysander's arguments.
Almost my near fail.
It happens. But thankfully, he was more receptive because of the diplomacy checks. So,
Hey, Bert.
And Seer did make a perfectly good comment. She says that before we just jump right back in, she said she likes when she listens to it because she, especially being the Seer and running the game, she gets to pick up on all those side conversations that she may not hear during the show.
Yeah.
Like, yes, we're microphoned, and yes, we have a headset in to help with that, but it's like you're still, focused on doing something else, and you may not hear if I lean over and talk to Joseph and I'm doing, haha, whatever. But it's, she's 100% right.
Yeah, when you're GMing, you're looking ahead to like what comes next, not what sometimes always what's happening right in front of you. And your attention is pulled in a lot of different directions.
is that what you're supposed to do?
Oh, you just wing it. Well, that's what I've done. I don't know.
Let's be honest, Seer wings it too.
Yeah. He's got a...
We wing it in different ways.
Yeah. He's got the great wall of GM screen here, so...
Speaking of, I got a lot of secret shit back here.
Yeah.
You're pulling things out of the book. She's pulling things out of her ass.
Whoa.
That's not entirely true.
No. I've seen Danielle's
Notes. Copious notes.
She's got notes.
Yeah.
She is not winging it.
Yeah, it is one thing, and that you bring up a good point that we do have two very different campaigns going on. This Bloodlords here every Monday 6:30, and Soul Severed is every Tuesday at 6. Soul Severed is a homebrew campaign. It has been crafted and written by Danielle, and you guys have also participated in that creation of that world for decades. And so the lore and everything that is there has been built for years and years. It's not. I hesitate to say that it is entirely ass-pulled, but I run off of a published adventure, so there's definitely much more time committed to. She's admitted to the ass
Trust me,
pulling.
I wing a lot of it.
She's also
I believe that.
created a table bone.
Oh, all right.
Table bone.
A table bone. Okay, so there is
Table
a
skull
table skull
bone.
bone. Somebody for 500 bits, we have an honorary
Heck yeah.
table skull bone.
Yep.
The table bone. So we'll just kind of set that there. And you guys have to keep track of that to use that.
Sounds
I'm not going to remind you.
Who's getting the bone from the table?
I will say
Okay,
quickly before
well,
we jump back in too, I think that is what makes a really good GM though, somebody that can stick to the script and have good organization, but also roll with what the players are doing. And I think both shows do an
100%.
awesome job of that.
Yep. Yeah,
Well, cool.
I appreciate the variety we have on the channel for sure.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
But it's also
And
fun
even
to
though this is a
treat
published
hands
adventure,
off.
you guys are unique characters with unique motivations and unique actions. And some of these things that have happened, and I'm not going to say what, have not been part of the published material.
Right.
This has been completely ad-libbed off of your input.
It doesn't tell you one of the party members has to betray the party in book one, or
No, now, yeah.
When did that?
Yeah,
Who
what
did
was
that?
about?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Book one, episode
I want to
14.
know when Lysander's turn is because he's sitting between two.
Oh, you've been labeled a traitor already.
Oh. Shots fired. Okay.
Dang.
So while we have fun talking shit about each other's
Here we go.
and each other's asses, let's get back to what we're doing here. Just Bloodlords.
Stay close, he says.
Selvig is on the path in front of the obelisk. He has noticed somebody moving in the underbrush down the road a ways and has told them to halt and show yourselves. They've come stumbling out of the underbrush onto the road. Maybe they were trying to hide as they saw you come off the trail onto the road, and he, being the spy master he is, saw them almost immediately. Or maybe he just, well, I won't tell you.
Yep.
However, they are now standing in the road. It's a man and a woman, and they are just standing there trembling in fear. as he's kind of slowly riding up to them. One hand on his sword, just watching them as he rides up. And he's asked you, commanded you to stay with him. Are you riding up behind him?
Yeah, I'll definitely. Yeah. Give a gentle kick to the horse to convince him to stride on right close to Seldig at his flank.
Seldig looks down at these two people they're kind of looking up at him in fear. The first one is a woman. They're both wearing kind of tattered clothes. They are very bedraggled. They're clearly in peasant garb. They also look like maybe they haven't eaten well in a long time. They're very emaciated and thin and weary. They are stained from travel in the woods. They're covered in dirt and filth. And he turns back. Lysander, take this. And he just kind of moves his horse down the path and turns around, like kind of canters around and just kind of stands there and watches to see what you do.
What brings you to the woods?
Please, sir, let us go. We are just searching for our benefactor. Please, just let us go.
Who is your benefactor that you're searching for?
The woman kind of nervously looks to the man. The man just kind of looks at her and looks down at the ground and shakes his head.
I'll slide off the horse.
No, sir, please. He's the benefactor. We are not even supposed to. We just have to find him. Please. He has disappeared.
He has disappeared. Where did you come from?
We are not supposed to tell you. The benefactor has not said I can talk to you. I have to find him. Everyone is so hungry. He has not told us we can eat. Please, you have to let us go so we can find him.
I will reach into my bag and pull out my trail rations. All of them that I have in my bag.
Okay, that's like a couple weeks worth of food.
And I will hold it in my left hand.
Sir, please stop with my husband. He has a lot of Velcro on his pants. I'm sorry. He has to always tighten them because he's so hungry. I cannot eat it, sir. The benefactor has not said I can eat your food.
Then you'll starve?
Please, sir. We are making our way. We have found berries. We cannot die. As you draw closer to her.
Did he tell you can eat the berries? Or have you already broken his commandment by eating the berries?
The man is just shaking his head.
I would like to...
Please, sir. We have to find him. Everyone's so hungry. My husband cannot speak. A fairy took his voice many days ago. He cannot get it back. He just opens his mouth.
I want to spend like a minute in this conversation. I essentially want to make an impression on these people. I'm going to try to use diplomacy to just, through the course of I'm spending my goodwill of just offering them my, 2 weeks of trail rations, which is
It's a lot.
A lot of food.
Yep.
And not like pointing it out that, oh, you've broken the rules, you've eaten the berries, but like, you ate the berries because obviously you are hungry. You are doing what you need to do to survive. If your goal is to find this benefactor, this food will help you find this benefactor.
Well, we have to stay alive for him. And as you've drawn closer to her, you notice that her and this man have like these little dimpled marks all up and down the side of their neck.
Like scars, you would say?
They look like some kind of scarification.
Can I see any of this from where I'm at?
No, you're still up on your horse, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're not seeing this as he's approached to talk to these people.
I will. Yes, indeed. I will. Okay, I'm going to walk towards them. Like they kind of are walking, at me. I'm walking. Like they come out.
Still.
I'm walking to them, like right up to them.
Sure.
I get right, like I'm right here, and I have the food in this hand, and I go, just take the food.
We cannot. Please.
I'll
give me.
Pull my glove off of my right hand.
Okay, now it's getting creepy. No, sir, please, no, not.
And I will just reach up and the collar on her shirt, and just like touch the inside of her collar and her shirt.
She kind of. Okay.
And I will read psychometric resonance on her clothes.
To touch an unwilling person, why don't you give me an athletics?
Sure. All those skills I don't have.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You want to turn in your luck for this?
Nope. That would be a 10.
Okay. Because of their present condition, you actually manage to brush up against her. And it's not even a collar; it's just this ragged vest.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, there you go. But that's you happen to just get a brush on her skin as she flinches away.
That's all I need.
And that is all you need. Is your eyes kind of roll back, and you feel you're looking for a specific emotion, right? So you tell me the emotion you're after.
I'm looking for obedience, like the emotion of like loyalty and the obedience of this, like whatever that, like the emotional state that they're in, like they're following this guy's like almost command. So I'm looking for the emotion of like this. It's not fear. Maybe it is fear that's causing them to listen to him. But I'm looking for the
subservience.
Yes, that's the thing. Like that kind of like that raw obedience. What's causing them to? They would starve to death on the road versus kind of thing.
Okay. So when your eyes roll back in your head, you are now seeing this figure come into view in front of you. It's a handsome man, kind of a well-trimmed beard, and he kind of tilts his head almost in a loving way, and you feel this sense of like peace and almost like a child to a parent, right? Like security, and I will do whatever this person says because I feel at peace with them. And that as that emotion washes in, this figure leans in and opens its mouth, and you come back to now.
Okay. So he brushes up against the part of her little vest there, and his eyes roll in the back of his head. And as he kind of snaps back to,
the man next to her is like definitely in fear, and he's like,
So did he take you when you were young? Does he feed on you because you let him?
But we cannot talk about this.
I think you can.
Please. With all of this kind of trying to calm her down and get her to talk, go ahead and give me your diplomacy to make an impression.
I'll take my star chart. Oh, I get a +1.
Only.
And I do get a +1 from my my little cloak there, so because it's
Hey, +1's+1.
that's right. Ooh,
Uh-oh.
that's a natural 20.
Hey!
Oh,
Ooh,
okay.
Look at you.
So that will turn that success into a critical success.
I think he's just like, as she is clearly troubled and he is like in almost panic because I rolled my eyes in the back of my head, had this vision. Puts the glove back on, and I think he's just like kind of taking both of that food and he's kind of breaking open that first trail ration pack and is like stirring it into his hand and is like standing there like with his hand right in their, like almost in their face, and is like,
They look at each other warily and like almost overcome. They just grab it and just like wolf it down. And they're like, "But what, you have water?"
yes, but I give, you give.
No, husband's like, "I told you so."
And I'll pull out my water flask and kind of open it up.
Lisa, we have been living on rainwater.
Tell me what I want to know.
What?
Tell me about this benefactor.
He is gone. He has been missing for 3 weeks. And we are all starving. But you can help us.
Where are you coming from?
She looks one last time. Please come back with us to Thornhearth. We can tell you everything you need to know. If you come back with us, you can help all the people. Seldig kind of like moves his horse forward a little bit, and they kind of cringe back from him. Well done, Lysander. We know Thornhearth is our objective.
I'll take those trail rations and I will take her hand and I will put them into her hand. And then I will hop back up on my horse, not even like giving her an opportunity to give them back to me or say no.
She kind of looks around up and down the road, looks up at Seldig, and then like hides it inside her tunic. Please, you can follow me to Thornhearth. This is Soama. He's my husband, but he cannot speak anymore.
What Fae took his voice?
We didn't even see. We woke up and he could not speak. The fairy took his voice.
I will hop back up on the horse, and then you will see Lysander. He kind of just like looks up as that stone is kind of circling his head, like the little nourishing stone that he has. So he kind of just looks at that and is like, "What's 2 weeks of trail rations for me?"
Okay.
So as they kind of wait for you to mount up, they start walking back on the trail they came onto the road from. And you can see they're like still nibbling out of the rations. Every now and then they'll kind of stop and look around and then eat some more. But after a couple hours, they lead you down this game trail that, I mean, who knows if you would have even found it. And then you can almost smell the village before you see it. There is a faint smell of wood smoke and manure that kind of permeates the air. as you kind of go over this rise. And then you come around the bend and into this very large clearing where there's a dozen or so rough cabins that are kind of thrown about. Some of the cabins have large yards that are kind of fenced off with like haphazard wooden stakes, and there are crops in those fenced off areas, but those crops are looking very like in bad shape. There are listless people kind of leaning out of the cottage doors or sitting on like a stone wall next to their crops, just watching you. And as you ride in, they're kind of guiding you to the first cottage or hut in this village. There is a couple silos that are kind of next to some of those cottages with those crops. And up on a hill above, looking down over everything, not even a hill really, more like a hillock, is a stone manor that kind of just looks down over this tiny little hamlet.
Like in the painting?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask to whoever has that painting, like, can I take a look at that? And then, yeah, open it up and...
Okay, so to your recollection, Ophelia, no, this manor does not look like the one in the painting. And as Amon is confirming that visually with the sketch that you pulled from that cottage, it is in fact not the same.
This is the right place.
Come, this is Thornhearth. Our house is here. You can come inside. Seldig like waves them off. We'll join you shortly. Turns to everybody. We need to find out more about this town. Question the locals. Find out what you can about this benefactor. If he is missing, then we must find him. I will leave and check the woods to search for him. You do not want to come upon this benefactor. I will handle him. In the meantime, find out what's happened to these people. And he trods off back into the woods.
He really digs leaving us.
He really digs not sharing information that he has. If he already knows where we are, where we're going, and who we're looking for.
Well, they have said that this is Thornhearth.
We didn't tell
you're
him.
supposed to go to Thornhearth.
We didn't tell him.
Oh, interesting.
He has his own
Perhaps
connections,
the
right?
fake contacts let him hear.
Patrick,
And the benefactor.
question.
No one can call me a micromanager. He trots off. I'm a hands-off kind of boss.
Then why come?
So would I have, during my time with the Carter's Consortium in my past life, would I know anything about Thornhearth
Ooh, interesting.
Society? Society
Yeah,
check.
I'll give you a society recall.
Maybe
knowledge, sure.
maybe during my time carting things here and there, I would have come across or heard about Thornhearth.
Interesting.
All right, let's take a look at your society. Give you a roll. So you had never been on a route to Thornhearth or anywhere near it. It's vaguely familiar, but it's never been any place that you've made deliveries to. I mean, this is very small, very off the beaten path. It's very likely not part of the normal Geb distribution routes.
Sure. Yeah, I'd share that with the group that I unfortunately haven't ever been on a trade route through here. I've heard the name mentioned, but I was never assigned this route.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. Like with Mert's eye for numbers, housing, like kind of a rough guess, like how many people are in this settlement? If it's off the beaten path, is it a couple dozen, a couple hundred?
As you are, as you're just kind of looking at the houses
Yeah.
and kind of quick counting the people, you're thinking less than 50 probably people that live
okay.
here.
So this is a village.
Yeah, and as you're making a quick count, you notice that on one of those fence poles, like near in like this muddy road, near one of the fence poles, there's a little girl, and she's got a length of like hemp rope, and she's like skipping it, and you can hear 1, 2, never speak to you. 3, 4, my name is Secret Lord. 5, 6, go to the manor at your risk. 7, 8, never leave this place. Over and over as she's just jumping rope in the muddy trail
That's
by this rotting crop.
Oh no.
creepy at all.
Are the people here quick or undead?
Everyone that you see, and there are nervous glances, like, you know, like I said, there are people leaning out of their houses. You see an old man sitting on a rotting stump, smoking a pipe, just staring at you. They're all like afraid, especially you're riding in on skeletal horses.
Yeah.
And they're all just kind of looking around at each other and watching you. The little girl seems oblivious so far, but even though she's the closest to you.
Yeah, I think I definitely would ride up kind of next to Amon and Lysander to kind of confirm, well, mostly Lysander to confirm, like, this benefactor. What did you see? Like, what is she talking about? And I'll kind of relay, if not everybody heard the little skipping girl song. Like, there's a song, or this girl song. Clearly, they're afraid of the manor, and they're not allowed to leave. There's some kind of servants.
He's a vampire.
So what does that make these villagers? His cattle?
Food.
Wait, now this is Iron Tavia's benefactor?
It's
Oh,
a
no.
benefactor.
It's a benefactor. It may not be the, but it is a.
So she could potentially be a vampire.
Yeah, as a vampire.
Because the letter was the benefactor of Thornhearth.
Yeah. So yeah.
What is
He's-
this hollow flesh that was in the note? But we still haven't found an answer to that.
Well, if he is indeed a vampire, would not a vampire be hollow flesh, right? He's a man of flesh, but needs to fuel on the blood of someone else to.
Yeah. Maybe it references these poor husks of villagers that are being preyed upon.
Yep.
Well, let's get these guys. Let's get these people to eat, and then we'll go to the manor.
Do they have is there a store, or are there any?
Yeah,
Is it like a market?
There's 10 to 12 really down, almost like hovel shacks, and then there's this massive stone building.
Macy's.
It says magic shop.
Yep.
Adventurers are us.
Is there a market or anything?
No,
Nothing.
nothing that you can discern. I'll give you a society to kind of figure out. Yeah, no central place that would be like a market. You just have 10 to 12 small huts that are just kind of wood huts with thatch roofs, and obviously there's they have some crops that they are they have growing.
Sure.
But they're mostly rotting on the vine or rotting on the in the ground. Nobody's harvesting them. In fact, as you're looking, almost like sitting on a rock wall, right next to one of the crops, she's just staring at the crops, kind of beating a stick into the ground, just looking bored. Is this very large woman?
So I guess the reason I was asking was I was hoping if there was a market or a merchant or something I could go to buy some wares just as a goodwill gesture to put people at ease.
There's nothing apparent here that
So
looks like
would there
that.
be anything equivalent? Would you say?
No.
Okay.
So there's no other gathering, or
Nope.
because I'd like a chance to get some information, but I'm trying to think the best way to.
I'll walk up to the little girl.
She finally notices you and sees you with this massive zombie. Wow, he is so big.
Can you tell me about that song you sing?
Oh, those are the rules.
Those are the rules.
Yes.
Can you tell me again? 1, 2.
You don't know the song?
No, I'm not from here.
No, you're not. In fact, I shouldn't even be talking to you.
I didn't hear that in the rules.
Yeah, at 1, 2, never speaking to you.
You don't speak to anybody? Nobody? You don't speak to this guy over here?
No, he lives here. I can speak to him. Not you.
I was brought here by these two.
By Akue?
Mm-hmm.
She looks at her. Akue. You are breaking the rules. And she almost like starts to cry.
Oh.
What happens if people break the rules?
We get in trouble.
By who?
Akue, I'm not supposed to talk to him. And Akue's like, it's okay. Benefactor. They're his rules. And the rope is now just kind of dangling listlessly at her side, like,
But he's missing.
he went away. We are so hungry.
Why can't you eat unless he tells you to eat?
He is the benefactor. He tells us everything we do.
Has he told you to stand here and skip the rope?
Yes. He said to play and stay healthy for him.
And eating isn't part of staying healthy?
Yes, but he has not been here to tell me to eat. Are you stupid?
No. I'm not. I'm just
I
trying
don't
to
understand.
I'm just trying to understand.
It's in the rules. 1, 2, never speak to you. See?
What's 3, 4?
You can try diplomacy.
I certainly can. It's a 19. A 20 with my +1, with my cloak.
Okay, well, let me check out this girl. Let's see. Akue already broke the rules. I'm going to tell the benefactor when I see him that she broke him. But what? If she talked to you, I can talk to you. It's fine. You have food?
I did.
No food now?
Mert will hop off his horse and start de-incorporating some.
Akue is already giving her from
okay,
her. But I appreciate that. She starts munching hungrily on like some dried cheese. This is good.
What was 3, 4?
3, 4. My name is Secret Law. You cannot know my name, but you know Akue's.
Why can't I know your name?
It's against the rules.
We've already spoken about breaking the rules.
I know. I don't want to get in trouble.
You're not going to get in trouble.
Fine. My name is Adefua. I don't know how to spell it.
It's a
I
pleasure.
saw you pause with your pencil, but I don't know.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I can't write.
I'm Lysander.
Lysander. That's a weird name.
My parents loved it.
They must have to give it to you. Thank you for the cheese, Lysander.
You're welcome.
Who is he? He's so big.
That is Remington.
He's too big.
He protects me.
I wonder if Yanu can beat him in a fight. Maybe not. She is so hungry. We're all so hungry. Oh no, I said her name. And she looks to Akue. It's okay. Can I play now,
So
mister?
what? I haven't. If you want to play, I won't stop you.
Okay, but your big zombie is in my way.
We can back up. I'm just trying to understand what happened here. Or what's going on.
Akue steps in. The benefactor is missing for 3 weeks. Does not tell us to eat. He does not tell us to harvest. We are lost without him.
Have you not slept in 3 weeks?
Only when we are too tired to not sleep.
When did you become too hungry not to starve?
I don't know what day, but we found berries and rainwater. That is, we have to stay alive. That is number one. We have to stay healthy for him.
I'll kind of just step back into the group.
Okay, Lysander.
Enjoy
She
your
starts jumping rope
cheese.
again. Yeah, she's already eaten it, and she's right back. 1, 2, never speaking to you.
Lies.
And then she stops and kind of crumples up her face.
Time for some new rules.
And then she starts like skipping rope to a wholly different song.
Yep.
Just making it up as she goes.
Well, if it's been 3 weeks, maybe the benefactor's disappeared and he isn't returning to give them the command, or maybe he's held up by something else.
How long has it been since Iron Tavia was spotted?
About 3 weeks.
I think about 3 weeks.
Lysander,
What?
if
You know what, Ophelia? Scobo. Putting the pieces together.
if in some way you can find a benefit to my heritage to kind of help these people,
Sure.
use my heritage as to help like move them to take care of themselves. To, fangs and all.
You see, I mean, if you want to take that mantle, I will speak. Alara could help me. We could speak before,
I
speak
could sing
for
a
you.
new song.
Yeah.
I propose we attempt to deceive them that we're here on behalf of the benefactor to relay the message to eat.
It's not a bad idea. Also, just that maybe we're helping look for the benefactor. That's
He's
not
like, wait, you want to lie to my people?
Hey,
I'm right
we
here, you
stepped
know.
away from you.
I follow.
I stand right here.
Go home.
I made my perception check.
Punch you
Uh-huh,
in
did
the
you?
eyeball.
Natural 18.
Get out of town.
But yeah, it wouldn't be a lie to say that we're looking for the benefactor. Maybe they'd help us. And that's a great point, Ophelia. If he went missing when Tavia came south,
I will.
we know that coven, especially
I don't.
kept Gutta to be a devious and deceptive group of hags. If Tavia potentially killed her, maybe she was looking to take over for this benefactor. It wouldn't be surprising to me if that was outside of her ambition.
I will cast message, and I'm going to speak to Alara.
Okay.
Look, I don't know anything about your past, but I know you have dealt with children in some capacity. I don't have the compassion to deal with this little girl, but I can't see her starve. Can you help her?
Alara's just.
You can reply back.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I'm just gonna kind of look at you and nod.
After she goes, ah!
Yeah.
And so just so you this is the first time that Lysander has done this, and when it connects to when he connects to you, you how people describe when you can smell a color or see see a sound, when it connects to you, you smell that polished white like bone, like whatever that would smell like to Alara, like that color, like the like a polished bone color. You smell like you smell that color and you feel.
Sounds so weird.
It
I'm
is.
Sorry.
It is.
Okay.
And then you smell like the faintest hint of like vanilla or some kind of whatever is like warm smells, like that smells to you.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So when that happens, she's gonna just kind of, pause, take it in.
And I think he's like Lysander is like sitting, not necessarily looking at you, but then like he casts message, and then he just kind of goes.
Yeah, and then she's just kind of. And she'll nod. She won't respond.
Okay.
And other than just nodding, and then she'll step forward to the little girl,
She's still skipping rope.
and she'll kind of kneel down so she's more on her level, or float down, I guess.
You are. She stops. You are. I can see through you.
Yeah, and I'll kind of hold my hand up so she can see.
Are you dead?
Kind of, but I actually have a secret to tell you.
Oh. Okay.
I hear you like songs. I'm made of songs.
What?
And then she'll start singing,
Okay.
and I'll perform.
Okay.
And
And what are you trying to do with this?
I'm going to give her new roles.
Oh. Okay.
Let's see. I'm gonna make up a song about
Okay.
about food.
Uh-huh.
So maybe 1, 2, gonna eat some stew. 3, 4, then I'll have some more.
Yeah.
Let's see, 5, 6.
Wait. She starts like skipping the rope a little bit too. Okay.
No more tricks.
Oh.
7, 8. Don't be late. 9, 10. Gonna eat again.
What? Again? I'll let you make a performance check as your diplomacy.
Okay.
It's pretty cool.
So good.
Let's see.
I like stew. We have not had stew.
That would be 33.
Okay, that is a critical success. So what is it you're trying to get across to?
I'm trying to get across to like eating food. That like eating is good.
Regularly.
We're gonna, we don't have to play no tricks, no games, but we're gonna eat and then we're gonna eat again.
Okay. I hope I don't get in trouble.
Well, you won't.
But what am I going to eat? She looks at Lysander. I guess you guys did give her more food. So. Yeah, Akue has shared as well. And she takes the food and kind of looks kind of up at the manor. And then looks at you guys.
Yeah.
And then scampers off into like the closest hut.
Maybe you can make one about harvesting.
I'm gonna think of a lot of rhymes.
That's not so bad.
13, 14.
And this is the bridge.
Yeah.
Ho ho ho.
We're in verse, same as the first.
1, 2, plant your seeds.
No.
All right, we'll workshop it.
Yeah. So
The next episode will just be us
Yeah.
trying to get to like 500.
No musical
Well,
episodes here.
although I said
Oh my.
Okay, so the little girl has scampered off. Akue is, I can't believe you. Come in the house and eat with us. Enjoy our house with us.
I'll go in.
So they lead you back into the cottage. It's very cramped in there. Like it's hardly enough room for 2 people, let alone all of you. Remington definitely.
He stays outside.
Okay.
he just knocks the whole cabinet.
kind of like peeking in. But it's very cramped quarters.
Sure.
You might have to like lean against the walls. You know, I don't know if you've ever been to, what is it, Spring Mill and those like little tiny cottages there. It's like, think like that.
Yeah.
But like all of you are crammed in there. I can't believe you got where food to eat. But again, I think you can help us. We have to find the benefactor. Can you help us find him? He can tell us to eat again and harvest the crops.
Tell me what you know about from the day he went missing. And maybe we can put pieces together and help you find him. If the more we know, the better informed we are about his whereabouts, on where he could have been, where you could have been going, or where he went.
We search for the benefactor as well.
Usually we are working too hard to pay attention to who comes and goes to his house. We are not allowed to go into the manor. But I think maybe Yamu, she said she saw someone. But this was 3 weeks ago. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you talk to Yano. I will go with you so she knows it's okay to talk.
Yes, take us to Yanu.
Can we eat a little?
Yes.
So after they're like, okay, my belly is starting to hurt. She walks you out back into the village. As you walk past like one pen, there's like these really scrawny, emaciated goats. That's probably where the manure smell was coming from. And they're kind of bleeding at you, kind of sickly as you walk by. And then she takes you to that big hulking woman that's sitting on that stone wall, just kind of tapping the stick into the mud of her, like the crops in front of her. The crops themselves, the plants are like brown and droopy. They're heavy with like there's the low-lying plants there's gourds that are obviously like overripe and starting to wrinkle on the ground. Like they're just watching the crops grow and rot. And she's just sitting there, and she looks up as you approach and looks at Akui. And Akui's like, it's okay. They're going to help us.
Alara is going to use her feet, Eyes of the City,
Okay?
to help track down him as a target.
Oh, to track down the benefactor?
Or, yeah.
Okay. Explain this.
Because it helps. I can track down a target with the help of locals. So I can use diplomacy or society
Okay.
to track creatures in settlements. I can chat with locals to follow the trails of the creatures that I track.
I have that too.
Okay. All right, well, keep that in mind. As you are now approaching this hulking woman, Yanu. And she kind of is looking at all of you with distrusting eyes, and then her eyes hit Remington, and she's just like...
Challenge.
And they get wider, like... He's a big one. That's all she says.
We're here to help you find the whereabouts of the benefactor. Is that something you are interested in?
Yeah, I am so hungry. He has not told us to eat.
What can you tell me about the day that he left here? The more information that we have, the easier it would be for us to bring him home, or tell you where he is.
She shakes her head and is looking at Akui like, we are not supposed to talk to strangers. You kind of... Go ahead, yeah.
Then maybe the benefactor told you to find him when he's lost, yes?
No.
It looks like you need strangers to find him, or you'll all starve. He's not here to tell you to eat.
You're making my head hurt. Roll diplomacy. And I'm going to give you a bonus for having Akui there. Or I'll lower the DC.
I'll give you this.
I don't know.
You do have a table one as well.
I'll give you mine. Ooh, much better.
So maybe when you start talking down one path, she's kind of like crossing her arms like these big, hulking, muscular
34.
arms. And then you see that in her and change your tact. And she's like, oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
so he starts down this like, you'll all starve to death if you don't give me the information. And then as she kind of like locks up, he's like, you seem to be the one that protects these people. They come to you obviously for knowledge or guidance.
You see her chin raise at that, like a little pride.
I too know what that looks like when people come to you looking for answers and you may not have the answers to give them, but yet you don't want to seem weak. Let me help you. Let us help you. If we can bring him back, we could fix this. Just tell me what was going on.
3 weeks ago, he had a visitor. A big woman. Almost as big as me.
I'll describe Tavia.
No, maybe, but this one, her eyes, she had no eyes. They were like just black. She had long claws. Her face was like a skull. She came to the manor, and then the benefactor's gone.
The benefactor's dead.
What? What are you talking about? The benefactor is dead! She shouts, and like people are like, what? Oh no.
I would have said
whole
it
time.
quietly.
Give me a deception to say it quietly.
If
Did you hear what he said? The benefactor is dead.
If that's-
The whole town's like wailing and like pulling their hair out.
So
Shit.
and then maybe I would go on to explain like Iron Tavia and all the stuff we've learned about Iron Tavia, and that matches her description. And if she came here, it's not good news.
You mean undead? He's undead. Sorry.
Look,
She is very unhappy about this news. Like, what?
3
He
weeks ago,
cannot be dead. We will all die.
3 weeks ago, she came to visit him.
She also has those stippled scars up and down her neck.
When you saw her go in, did you see anyone come out?
No, I don't. It is not my business. We don't question the benefactor.
I didn't say you were going to question. It wasn't necessarily your business to see her go in, but you did.
Like you said, I protect my people.
And I see that. Maybe we should go check out the manor.
If
You
he
guys-
is dead, all is lost.
You guys are not allowed to go there, correct?
No.
We would hate for you to get in trouble. Let us go, and we'll figure out what's going on here.
It is against the rules for anybody to go, especially stranger.
But part of the rules are you have to stay healthy. To be healthy, you must eat.
Yes, it's a real catch-22, isn't it?
Yeah. So, we need to go check out the manor.
It is not my place to tell you no.
That's all I need.
is there anyone else? Excuse me, and they're like stepping out beside
Ah!
Remy's leg.
Yeah.
What is that? A ghost?
Correct. Have you seen any of your other villagers go to the manor, or have seen the benefactor most recently?
No, nobody goes unless he invites us.
Well, was there anyone invited right before this visitor came?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay. Well, thank you. Certainly, you should eat plenty of food if you want to feel strong again. I can tell that you're the
So-
strong protector of this village.
One small question before we go. When the benefactor tells you to eat or sleep or do these things, does he come to visit you and tell you specifically to eat?
He comes out to the village and tells us, everyone, okay, harvest the crop. Okay, you can eat dinner. Okay, you can eat breakfast. Every day he comes and tells us, but he has been gone,
Gotcha.
and we don't know what to do.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, we will go take a look.
I cannot.
I understand. Your hands are clean.
If he ever finds out I break the rules, he will probably kill me.
If we don't find him, I don't believe you're all going to make it to begin with.
You speak true.
And I'll give you my word that I will tell him nothing.
You know what that means?
Okay. No.
That means you can harvest
He said, nope.
Harvest.
and plant.
This crop is ruined.
Yeah, you should probably get it up before it starts rotting.
She starts poking like one of the gourds with a stick, and it just like mooshes in. It's too late. I will try my best to salvage what I can.
It's a great idea.
I should probably get to work.
Maybe some stew.
Maybe
I have not had stew in so long.
Here,
you should.
take this.
What is that? That's not stew.
It's ration, and that way you can be strong enough to make stew.
Oh,
Maybe you should go into
she
the middle
kind
of.
furtively takes it.
Maybe you should go into the middle of town and get the rest of your townfolk to help you do whatever tasks you are set to do. A leader is always a leader, even in the absence of someone greater.
I will tell Obuasi he's better with the people. He can do it. And she hops down off the rock wall, and when she stands up, I mean, she's 6'7".
Oh yeah.
And just muscle.
Yeah.
Like China. And yeah,
The ninth wonder of the world.
right. The pro wrestler, not the country.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I had to say that.
It's good clarification.
Clarification.
Yeah.
The country of China nor the World Wrestling Entertainment are sponsors of Elite Encounter.
Though they could be.
Sure, why not? If you're listening, China.
I mean,
They probably are.
technically,
Yeah, they are. After we talked about murdering people and selling real
100%.
estate.
They're like these guys.
Oh boy, the fun of a live show.
Okay.
So you see her hop off, and like I said, just massive
Yeah.
woman, and she goes kind of like striding up to the old man sitting on the stump, smoking a pipe, and he's shaking his head, and then he's like leans back and is listening, and starts to like acquiesce to her. He points his pipe, and he like grabs a stick and like helps him stand up, and he goes, and people, and gathers everyone, and you can hear him like talking about we have to be healthy, etc., etc.
I give the rest of my rations to the first lady that we met.
The Kui?
Yes, because I don't
Okay.
need them either.
Wow. Okay. So that's a lot of food. That's typically one pack of rations is a week's worth of food for a medium person. There are, there's a few dozen people here, but this will help get them started.
So they
and
don't,
get them food that
starve to
they-
death while they're
Yes.
fixing their harvest.
Right.
And you could see like people are starting to come out of their huts, and they're starting to kind of gather around this old man. And you've passed out the rations. Akui is telling everyone it's okay. Sawama is just like going to each person, like telling them
Get-
like, his voice is gone.
Lysander, can you fix that? The no voice thing?
I mean, I don't actually know what's wrong with him. Can I have a recall knowledge on like something that a Fae would do that would take a person's voice?
Yeah, sure.
Or, maybe he has laryngitis.
Yeah, I don't know. Like maybe not eating has messed him up. Who knows?
You think that you remember reading something about when you were a kid that there's something called the voice fairy that like will come at night and take your voice and leave a copper piece under your pillow?
Sure.
Yeah. That's about what you remember.
Turns, mermaids into humans and lets them meet their prince. All they have to do is sing. I don't know.
Seems like a good explanation for something that is unexplainable.
Yeah. As they're kind of like gathering themselves to get themselves organized, I think I'm heading with Remy toward the manor.
Straight up to the manor?
Yeah. Like I have no time for...
I'm also kind of looking around for Selding. Like, is he in town?
No.
Those
Take off.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, as you're looking around, like he when he told you, like,
Yeah.
find out more about these, if the benefactor is not here,
Yeah.
I have to track him down.
Yeah.
And
He's gonna go look for him in the woods.
it's not. This is above your pay grade, likely.
Yeah.
Like someone who is able to enthrall an entire hamlet of people
Yeah.
and feed on them for who knows how long.
Yep.
Oh, but yes, let's send this party into the manor where he could be,
He could be,
Everyone
but
has said he's gone.
I'll tell you what though.
but never saw him left.
Yeah, how would they know if they can't go in the manor? He could be in there, they'd never know.
That's weird, isn't it?
Strange.
The Selding's nowhere to be seen. He's
You're right. He's probably
rode off
dead.
on his mission.
And it's
What a guy.
It's late afternoon, approaching evening, and you're walking up to the manor.
Yeah, we are.
A brownstone manor house perches atop the hill, surrounded by rose bushes that are fully in bloom. There are 2 chimneys that rise up from a red shingled roof. Ivy covers the crumbling stone face overlooking the village, and there is no light shining from within the tall windows on the upper floor. A pathway leads up to a single front door.
I'll walk up to the door.
Okay. An antiquated brass doorbell hangs
I'll say if they're a doorbell or a
beside
knocker.
the door. So it's not a knocker. There's like one of these.
I'll reach up and pull the rope.
Okay. You can faintly make out like this clanging sound inside that kind of plays this short melody and stops. And then each time you pull it, it'll kind of ring that short melody. But there doesn't seem to be any
Yeah,
response.
I'll just ring it twice if no one, like if I don't hear any like audible movement from inside.
You do not hear any audible movement from inside.
Is there a window by this door?
Not by the door, but like it looks like the windows are kind of above the rose bushes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you might have to have Remington like lift
Yep.
you up to see into them.
Yep. I'll just look in the closest window to the door.
Okay. You have a couple to the right, couple to the left.
To the right.
Okay. You kind of he stomps through the rose bush and completely ruins this bush that is immaculately trimmed and in bloom.
Yep.
And kind of stomps it into the side so you can peer in this window. And inside you see basically a sitting room with a bookshelf kind of lining the wall across the room from you. It's dimly lit in here because of the light shining through the window. And that's what you see in this window.
Ophelia, you think you can get in that door?
Yeah.
Great. I'll check the other side and see what's on the left side. If you can check out the door, and I'll...
Going over to the left side, those windows, they have curtains hanging
Drawn.
in front of them. And they're very heavy, dark, almost like burgundy curtains.
Okay. Then we'll just come back and I'll kind of stand waiting for Ophelia to work her magic.
I'm gonna check the door for traps.
Oh, okay. Looks clear.
And then I'm gonna check and see if it's locked.
It is, in fact, locked.
Alright, now I'm going to pick said lock.
Okay. Give me a thievery check. Why don't you?
Similar situation. I've got that warhammer out, just kind of thumping it, waiting. If the lock doesn't work, we're getting in one way or the
one way or
other.
the other.
Okay.
My. Calm down. I gotta see what all my pluses are before I...
Slow
Not to
down.
make you nervous on this very dexterous task,
Right.
but I'm ready to decimate the lock.
Natural 20.
Yeah!
Okay. So that is that'll be a well. What does that add up to?
36.
Okay, that is definitely a critical success. So you definitely hear some tumblers kind of clicking into place as you're kind of manipulating your tools into the keyhole. There is a kind of a classic keyhole in this in the kind of a panel doorknob on the door, but it's still locked.
Ooh, more tumblers.
Yes. more
Very complex
tumblers.
lock.
What is a... Not so good on that one.
I will halfling
That's a-
luck you.
Well, it's a 20.
Okay,
I will halfling.
it does not work. So you can take the halfling luck, I think, after you know the result.
I believe
So
so.
if you want to take his luck, it's already been thrown at you, so it's already been used.
Yeah.
You might as well.
That is a 31.
Okay.
Go halfling luck.
So you start to you're pushing the it's almost like you're getting the tools in and you can feel this the tension increase on your top tool and it starts to bend a little and you're like, oh nope, and you readjust the bottom tool and turn this little hook tool a little bit more and click, one more tumbler falls into place and you feel confident that you have disabled this lock.
Ooh, good job.
Does this door swing out or in?
It's a front door of a manor, so it's going to swing in.
I will push it open because I know Bert's right behind me and step aside.
There's a cacophonous thump
Yep.
as the trap goes off and crushes your skull. I don't know what that sound was.
It was the door hitting the back wall.
Well, I do have I do have wary disarmament. So
All right.
I was just joking.
I don't.
I get a +2.
Okay. So let's reveal some.
Oh,
map
less. Yes, less.
All right. Get to play on the table today. I'm excited.
Let's make sure that I do this correctly.
Heck yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty, right?
That is.
Okay. So you guys are coming from up this way.
Yeah.
Ophelia has just picked this lock, so we'll have her right there in those kind of short steps. Who's right behind her? We said Mert was kind of.
Mert's waiting with his hammer,
Supervising.
and
I'll be
I'm
up there too.
definitely stepping out of his way.
Okay.
I'm defending.
All right. And we'll just have you guys back here. Well, he had
Does
you.
that Charlotte
like, up
and
on his
Cave have
shoulder.
one
Oh,
yes?
there he is.
There you go. You're.
Yep.
We know where you're at. You were
That's
trying to
right.
look through those
That's what I
curtains as
can't
he's
bury
picking
yet.
that lock.
Yep.
And so this doorway opens up on this short hall. You can kind of see there. It's dimly lit in here because there's no light penetrating through these curtains.
I can see.
Same.
There is a short, maybe 25, 30-foot hallway with these arched kind of passageways or doorways. They're not shut doors. They're just these arched entries into this chamber to the right that, well, yes, your right, that has a couple leather upholstered chairs and ottomans on a lush rug. And there is a bookshelf that lines, you can just make out like the wall across the way has a big bookshelf there. And to the left, you can kind of just make out like the end of a very long dining table with chairs around it. Actually, there are, no chairs around it. And a fireplace that is currently cold. No fire burning, despite the nice orange glow. on the,
There's fire there.
it's flavor fire.
Yeah.
That's what you
Stay
say.
away from the fireplace, okay?
Yeah.
That's fair enough. But that's what you see.
If are you guys pushing into the room, or are we gonna yell our announce our presence here?
We have a strong feeling that Tavia is here, so I'm not necessarily interested in.
Okay.
I say dispense with the pleasantries and formalities.
I
This is an
agree.
infiltration at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I would step in. We're here for a reason. I step in to do what we're here to do.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Where
can-
are you stepping into?
In the entryway, and then I'm gonna like peek into that office just right there on the right.
This?
Yep.
Okay. So we'll have you kind of looking in there from that square.
I don't mind
Bert,
slipping
you said
past
you're
him.
in?
Yeah, I'll go into that sitting room, start checking that out.
Oh, into here? Okay. So this room, I'll give you a kind of a brief description here of the drawing room. This cozy drawing room is appointed with rich velvet sofas and chairs. I said leather. Thick brocade rugs arranged attractively on the stone floor. Mahogany bookcases and curio cabinets cover one wall entirely. Another wall hosts a massive stone hearth.
Okay.
Another freaking fireplace.
Is there anything like in the bookshelf or anything that would be just indicative of this benefactor, what their interests were? Are they a
So you
vampire?
go over and check out
Portrait
the
above the
bookshelves.
fireplace.
Okay. So a lot of this is military history,
Okay.
especially focusing on Garund.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of treatises on the war between Nex and Geb. There are a couple tomes on the devastation of the Mana Waste. There are other histories of the Crusades up in like the Mendevian Crusades up near what is now the World Wound.
Wow.
The guy seems very into military history and lore.
And well read at that.
Yeah.
Hey, is there a book on Argoon?
Yeah. The Northern Armies, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. He might be mentioned maybe somewhere.
Yeah. On the history of Argoon the Annihilator and the Northern Armies of Geb, Volume 1.
I think Remy and I are going to push into that room, and I understand Remy's going to have to like go slow, but he's going to just push up to that stairwell and just stop right there in that. Yep.
Okay, so he's just kind of hanging out.
Yep.
It's basically this sweeping staircase that goes up. And where are you going?
I'm going to pop into that dining room.
Into here.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll go with Lysander.
Go with Lysander too.
All right, so let's split the party right there. Okay, perfect.
Hey, I see what they do.
Amon, what are you doing
10 feet
there in the
apart, that's
hallway as people are?
So like I was peeking in the sitting room, right, and watching Mert like
Yeah,
look
probably
around
at
and
least
then
call out to you in a hushed voice, like, very interested in some bizarre military history. Like, he's got really read up.
and then seeing them go into the dining room. I'm just peeking into the dining room as well, just kind of trying to keep an eye on Mert, but then keep an eye on everyone else.
Yeah.
You're staying in sight.
Basically staying where I'm at.
Okay. Yeah, there's nothing specifically about like vampirism or anything like that. It's just like tomes and after tome of military history. There's even some like novelizations and fictions of like heroic, almost like fanfics maybe, but yeah, like basically tales of like heroic soldiers and leading armies into battle, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I think after a while, I've lost interest. Like, I kind of have an idea of what the content is, and I'm ready to move on, and there's not.
So other than the fireplace, is there any other light-looking source in this room?
So there's no light source. No, just the fireplace is cold and empty. There's no. There may be like. Let me describe the room you're in.
Let's say, because I want to throw light in the fireplace. To essentially, this is what the room would look like if the fireplace was lit, like just in case there's anything like, revealed by the natural setting of this of the room.
So when you do this illuminates the room further, and anybody who can't see in the dark would see this. A grand mahogany table proudly occupies the center of the room. There are goblets filled with congealed blood. On the north end, one is spilled all over the tablecloth. There are two place settings at the far ends of the table. There are only two high-back chairs. They are both toppled over, and one of them, the one closest to you, is missing a leg. And there are wax puddles all over the table that are probably the remnants of candles.
So there was some kind of struggle here. I'm assuming the chair leg has been used as a stake.
I was gonna say, leg stick. Yeah.
We should be definitely on our guard.
You said wax droppings?
Yeah, like like burnt out candles or
Candles that were left to
Yeah,
melt.
so imagine like a pillar candle
Oh, gotcha.
sitting on a table, and it's just burned all the way down, and now it's just this melted blob of wax that's just melted down into a puddle.
and I'll like not necessarily whispering, but I'll say it loud enough that I know that Mert could hear me from where we're standing, just being like, we should be on our guard. This chair was probably used as a stake, like.
Yeah, I might slip back in here and you kind of point out there's signs of a struggle. Maybe either perception or medicine, maybe, to see if there is any kind of additional clues like droplets of blood or.
Back in the room here, the sitting room.
Yeah.
So you're looking around like the floor, the chairs for those sorts of clues. We'll see if you spot anything first, and then if you do, we'll key in on medicine. But as you kind of come around, you're looking at each of the chairs. Look over by the cold hearth. You're not seeing anything that would indicate there was any blood spatter in here.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I
work
was
my.
gonna do a survival.
Yeah.
Over here
Yeah.
in this room, looking for what?
Where the occupants may have gone, because
Oh.
like the goblet spills over. Did it
on the
get
north
on
end of the
them?
table here.
Did it get on somebody?
Okay, you'll probably have to investigate closer because
Okay.
that goblet you have the goblet in place setting down here, and the goblet is filled with congealed blood.
Okay.
And then you have like these puddles of wax that indicate there were some candles that have burned down all the way kind of down the length of the table, as if two people were here at the two ends of the table.
Gotcha.
This chair is toppled over and one of the legs is broken off. You can still see the ragged end of wood on where one of the legs is.
Yeah, I'm going down to the spilled.
And you know
goblet.
from crafting, and we'll get to where you're going, you know from crafting, these are carved mahogany chairs, so to just rip a leg off would be a feat of strength. Okay, and you start walking down, you said?
Yeah.
Near the fireplace or the
Yes.
side? Near the fireplace, okay.
Yeah.
Where are you
Seeing
going
the-
to?
To the end of the chair, or to the end of the table.
To the end of the table here? Okay.
Sorry.
Come on, yes.
Seeing that nothing's happening in the sitting room and that people are starting to migrate through the dining room, I am also going to enter the dining room
Okay.
and just kind of make my way through there and investigate. I'm defending in case anything pops out.
You can
Okay.
scoot me at least to the doorway, but I don't think I'm going to go any further than that at the moment.
To the door
Yeah,
of the dining room?
That's great.
Okay.
I'm gonna go I'm gonna go probably about like right where behind where Mon is and use my soul sight.
Ooh.
Okay. And remind me what soul sight is.
I gain spirit sense as an imprecise sense with a range of 60 feet. It enables you to sense the spirits of creatures, including living creatures, most non-mindless, undead, and haunts within the listed range.
Okay. So as you're moving up and you start, what does that look like? Does something change in you when you do this?
Oh, yeah, I hadn't thought about it. Yes. Okay, yeah, so she's gonna move up and she's going to, like, kind of pause, and you're just gonna kind of see everything, like, lift. Like, she's already floating off the ground, but she's gonna kind of lift an extra, like, few inches, and she'll just kind of put her arms, like, straight out.
Whoa, okay.
And like, yeah, you will almost see her eyes go white.
Yeah, okay. And there is some energy here. Something at the chair. Ophelia's walking towards the chair. The goblet, there's this kind of swirling spiritual energy. And at that point, everyone in the hall suddenly feels a desperate need that you have to run away. Something here wants you dead. And at the end of the table here, where everyone is kind of lingering where the broken chair is, an apparition of what can only be Iron Tavia appears and screams. And at the north end of the table, you see the goblet kind of roll around on the table. Everyone who sees this apparition appear now needs to give me a will save.
Boy.
All
I think that includes me, right? You peek around
That's
the corner.
everyone in there that can see this happen. So yes,
Okay.
this will exclude Remington because he's looking up the stairway.
I would like to use the. Nope, I'll squabble on that.
Okay, take that.
I think I'm gonna skull bone that as well.
Oh, man, turning him in. Turning him in. All right, Merc, what'd you get?
30.
30. Ophelia? Re-rolling?
Oh no.
It's even worse.
That'll happen.
Oh shit!
Okay.
That went from a 3 to a 1.
Oh, a natural 1?
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. I'm on.
19.
19.
You want to use your table skull bone there? Or you can't because you've already used one.
I can't use it again.
Fortune effect.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sander.
I have a 32.
32. And Alara,
26.
26.
If mine is a success because of my mysterious resolve, I get a critical success.
Okay. I'll make a note of that, and we'll find out what it all means for
I'm
you
sure you will.
when we come back next time.
Oh, shit.
As
I'm
Iron
ready.
Tavia's apparition has appeared behind you, her claws outstretched as she's lurching forward up the table. And we'll find out who dies next week.
What?
Me.
Interesting.
On a nat 1,
I mean, it's not going to be good, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I have
Oh,
written it
shit.
down. Your doom.
Jacob is wondering if Tavia's spirit is there. Does that mean her physical body is still
Right?
around too?
Or is this some kind of wicked haunt?
Hard telling.
Man, that means you guys
Sounds
are
like
going to have a
some
whole week of
religion
metagaming, you cheating mother.
Hey, you're the one who stopped.
I had to.
How
it's
hard is it?
time.
How much metagaming can we really do with just a haunt?
I know,
I think we'll be
right?
okay.
You'll be
can-
fine.
We could discuss
What's
it.
the worst that could happen?
We could discuss it. We
TPK
could
is
read
the
the
worst
book.
What's the worst that could happen? She rolled a natural 1. I mean, it starts out pretty bad.
Starts off pretty bad. Yeah, in fact. Huh, okay.
That is what makes the Fey luck almost better than just skullboning it, because you get to keep the better of the two rolls. Instead of
But
if
you
you
have
roll
to-
again, you have to keep the second roll.
Yeah, you have to decide to do it ahead of time.
You have to do it before.
I know.
Yeah, that's
And
the
I didn't
that's
know
the
he was
rub.
gonna roll a 3.
Okay, well,
And then
during
a
this
1.
next week, Jenny, you can always think about what character you'll make next.
That's right.
And tune in next time at 6:30 Eastern, right here on Monday on this channel on Twitch, and find out what Jenny will be playing
I'm gonna
with
make
her
a
second
champion of
character.
Saren Ray.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, that'll fit in perfectly.
What'd you say?
Not.
Nothing.
Champion of Saren Ray.
Okay.
Could work. As long as it's not Pharasma.
I've never wanted to have a skinwalker, but we'll figure it out.
That'll be an interesting choice. You guys can also think about what you're going to play next time, as we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, be sure to tune in right here at 6:30 Eastern to find out what happens. Tune in tomorrow at 6 o'clock Eastern for the Soul Sever campaign. I don't think anyone's dying over there just yet, but it's getting pretty rough.
We'll see.
It's getting pretty rough.
It is getting dicey.
And then Wednesday, I'll be on Barnabas Brushes at 5 o'clock Eastern. You can find the links to that channel down below. Until next time, be sure to hit the follow or subscribe, whether on Twitch or YouTube. If you want to help us out on Patreon, we would love that very much. And your homework for the week, if you want to be a metagaming motherfucker, go tell 3 of your friends about this show and tell them to tune in next time, and we'll catch them there.
That's right.
Until then, have a great night, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.
so
Bye,
much.
everybody.
Catch
Good
you on
job
the next
tonight,
one.
guys.
Yeah.
What a way to end.
Oh my gosh.
It's just a haunt. What's the worst that could happen?
You say.
I could
die.
run away, or I could turn traitor, just like Alara and
Whoa.
Amon.
Yes.
Kill
Yes.
somebody.
Ophelia will
or try to
become the
kill
new
somebody.
benefactor.
Okay, well, in that moment,
Good thing you got that cloak, because if you turned, Mert's coming for you.
Yeah. Just because you have teeth doesn't make you important.
Yeah.